Trash to Cash podcast, episode 111 with an echo. I'm Dave, and with me, as always, is Kevin, the Commonwealthy picker, and Happy Carrie's here.
Hi.
Hello, Carrie.
Why is there an echo? Who is it? Is it
How
Kevin again?
is it? Well, is it echoey? I mean, this room is
It's
echoey.
because he's in a big room.
I'm in a big
look at
echoey
you in your
room.
new chateau. Is this
Not
the
his.
rental place near Universal, so you don't have to keep traveling?
Chateau de Chad is what I call it. My brother's house.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Shout out to Chad.
it's
Shout out.
Maradevo North.
It's a lot
Right.
like
He's still not
Kevin's
going to understand
setup
that
here.
reference, Kevin.
No,
That's all
still-
right.
Maradevo.
There it goes. I did
Listen, this
start
was
watching this movie today called, I think it's called Dutch. Have you seen this?
No.
From like the 80s or 90s. It
Are you
seems like
talking
a
about the one
Kevin-
where like Al?
It's the guy
Al-
Al Bundy. Al Bundy.
Yes, like a
that
talkie
goes
guy,
and,
right?
Like abducts a kid
Yeah,
from
Yeah,
his
that
like
was
fancy.
funny.
Dude, I got like halfway through before I do this, and I was really enjoying it. He was like just totally annihilating the kid, and then the kid like crashes his car and stuff.
Ed
That was a great
O'Neill.
film.
Ed O'Neill, yes.
That's
That's a
fantastic.
Polk
Good
High
video.
School, 6 TDs in one game or something like that.
No, ma'am. Do you know what no, ma'am is, Carrie?
No,
No.
All right. Well, look at
No,
it.
ma'am? Is that like
well,
No,
it's
In
a
at,
Thanksgiving movie, so timely. It was timely.
it was
Happy
the organization that Al Bundy was a part of in Married with Children. No,
okay.
ma'am.
Okay. Oh, yes, I do remember that. I do.
Should
I
get
do.
a T-shirt.
Deep cut.
Yeah.
Deep,
Deep
was that called
cut.
Married with Children? Is that what that was?
You never watched Married with Children?
Yeah.
No,
Well,
was
we're
that
not
on
It's
allowed.
about a happy marriage and family life.
I think it
basically,
was.
is what
I think it was
remember.
that. I think it was what Kevin said. I don't think I was allowed to watch.
I wasn't allowed to, but
Yeah.
my dad watched it. So every time he had it down, I'd like.
We
come
got
around
it,
the corner and,
guys.
like, peek.
District has paid us a lot of money. We need to start talking about it.
No.
No.
Actually,
No.
instead, I wanted to remind people. Okay, here's the thing. I talked all about and tried to sell the Trash to Cash meetup, and I forgot to put a link
Yeah.
down below.
Classic Dave.
I'm
Classic.
sending him screenshots. I'm like, I could go find this link, but I don't know where to find it.
Do you know what the worst thing is? Like, I don't know. Whatever. Either way, I want to make sure it's in this episode at the bottom. If you want to come to
Trash
Trash
to
to Cash Orlando Bash, there should actually be a link
This
down
is
below.
the funny stuff I used to talk to y'all about, like episode 15, 16. I'd be like, y'all do all this stuff. And Carrie's like, oh, I don't ever do any affiliate stuff. I was like, because nobody can find the links. They're
Yeah.
That's
nowhere.
true.
You
Yeah.
still don't have them in the bottom of these videos.
No, there's nothing down there. All there is is like an old
If you want to
supply hut
support
link.
us, you have to really want to support us. You got to go dig
Go
and
out of
figure
your
out
way.
how to do it.
People constantly message me like, Dave, your Linktree is like totally
Here's
wrong.
the thing.
All your
Go
codes
to
are
every
MC
go to
Picker."
every site. Go to every site. Type in American Arbitrage. See if there's a code. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
just
you'll get
everywhere
money
you're
off.
at.
I don't know.
You
Try
might
it.
get a discount. You're on
Maybe.
GameStop, NC
GameStop,
Picker,
American
ADHDave,
Arbitrage.
try them all.
Try it. Who
You
knows?
might get a discount.
Mine are all the same.
Yeah,
It's easy.
code Commonwealth. Anyways, so I mean, dude, I do not want to extensively.
Wait, but
talk
hold on.
about
I got other
this.
stuff first, but I think we should
I
at
just
the
was
end.
teasing.
But whatever. I just had to tell you something. Last episode, I threw Dave under the bus. I'm like, dude, you got a return request, Dave, right in the middle of the video. You remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
So right before I came up here, I look on and I'm like, I got negative feedback. I'm like, what is this? And I go in there and it's the same thing, Dave. So you got a return request. I got negative feedback. I had
You sent
a
the wrong
bunch of
item.
I had a bunch of Jeff Gordon jackets. 2 of them were almost identical. One was leather, one wasn't. I sent the wrong one.
So, out of complete fear, I chose not to read any of my comments about my shipping flub. I was like, I don't like
You want me to
everyone's
go
just
read
gonna
them?
be
You're too
annihilating
sensitive
me
this week.
in those
It's-
comments. I was
yeah.
like, I don't even want to know how
I
bad
want to
I'm getting
know.
destroyed.
Did you not read them?
I didn't read a single one.
Oh, I gotta. Dude, I gotta have it.
Go to his page and read some. Let's do
Well,
it.
and
on
then
the podcast.
to top it off, today's video title was "I can't list on Poshmark anymore."
Yeah,
So
I
it's
saw
like-
that. What's that all about?
I think I just hit their limit of like weekly listings or something because I went and tried it today and I can do it. I can do it again.
You should have made that even worse. Like Poshmark is trying to stop me from listing. You should have amped it up a little bit.
Well,
You should have done
I
Kevin.
can now-
You should have put liar on the screen with a bunch of people behind bars.
Listen,
Oh.
at the moment that I edited it, the moment I uploaded it, and when it published, I was not allowed to list on Posh. Now I am.
There you go.
So the
All
title's
I
very
know is I can list all I want on Posh. Ain't nobody gonna buy
Nothing's
nothing.
selling, I know.
Apparently, they don't like it because I canceled 80% of my sales, and now I can't get any. So that's it.
I
You
just
can't
want-
cancel all your orders, or they'll stop giving you orders.
I
is what
just
we
want
learned.
point out that there is. I've never seen a postal worker look like that in my life, Dave. Ever.
Is it a like yoked postal worker?
She is, whatever that means. I don't know the definition.
You
of
look
yoked.
that one up while I look at these comments.
Okay,
I got
well,
some
Carrie,
serious
ChatGPT.
feedback.
I typed into our Midjourney. I said, Midjourney, create an angry-looking female postal worker, and it created one. And she,
yes, it did.
She looks angry. Yeah.
Yeah, I took a glance, Dave.
At her face?
Yeah, I was focusing on the package she was holding.
Yeah. So, anyways, I mean, it was a number one. It was a number one. So,
oh, look at this!
Gosh.
Look at this! You should have read the comments.
Oh, are they nice?
Dave, I think many people enjoy your videos because you're real. We all make mistakes, no matter how long we've been doing this. What I also enjoy is your attitude. I'll figure it out.
See, you gotta be more like Kevin. You gotta not show your flaws. Like Kevin still has film, still has like little footage of the chickens running around. They all died, right? You killed them all
long ago,
and now you're using old chicken footage.
We have new chickens.
Oh, new chickens to murder?
Okay.
You're gonna murder a new set of chickens.
Kevin,
my brother has like 40 chickens out there in his little chicken coop there. Callie likes letting them out.
I hate to keep them all cooped. Yeah, I like to let them out too,
Callie
but then they
let
go to
them
the bathroom everywhere.
Yeah, that's true. Well, okay, so I will say this, like I got a text from Harold Tornado about my whatnot flub, and he's
my
like,
wife's a little hot at him, by the way.
She's hot for him?
No,
Josh,
no.
Haley, watch
Hot
out.
at him. She
Shut
wants
your
to
mouth
know
shut.
when the checks are coming for these trash to cash shirts he's selling like crazy.
Oh, we gave him permission. We're not getting any
Josh did say today, very vaguely, that I might get a shirt maybe in the future for free.
Yeah,
Which
he
felt
said,
like
"Dave,
I'm
do you
not.
care if
But
I
it's
sell
okay. I
these?"
appreciate the
said-
sentiment.
I said, if you can sell them, all the power to you. I actually just bought one of his ornaments to sell
Yeah,
on my
but
whatnot. So
she
what
said
goes
they're
around
like
comes around.
$40 he's getting or something.
Dude, he's getting good money. But dude, it's marketing for us, so I'm not complaining. He's literally pitching our podcast every whatnot show he does.
It's
It's
awesome.
beautiful.
It's good. It gives him something to do in between, like the 18-month break between his episodes of his podcast.
Exactly. No, I'm fine with it. But yeah, I did buy one of his ornaments today to resell, his Support Your Friends ornaments, and I plan on buying a bunch of yours to resell. When's your thing?
Well, I'm doing on the 29th they're coming out, but I thought about doing a limited release of 10 on it'll be before this.
I'm going in there and I'm buying all
You'll
50.
know first. No,
I'm going to buy all 50 and I'm going to sell them on eBay.
I'm going to release like 10 on
When are you
Commonwealth
doing?
Picker.
Like, what is it, like an enema on a shelf? What are you doing?
He does them annually. I already have 2 of them, I think. So,
Oh, there you go.
So
See,
you
I haven't
should
bought
just
one
set one
yet.
aside
I
for
haven't
me,
bought 'em.
technically.
Mostly because I don't want to, but I haven't
I
bought
could do
one yet.
that.
yeah.
I'll set one aside, but you can't resell.
I'll pay you for it, Kev. Oh, well, I
No,
got to go with
you
my
don't have to
other
pay me.
Commonwealth ornaments.
I owe
I've
you.
got them.
I owe
Yeah.
you. We
Is
all
your,
owe Dave.
Do you have the
Oh,
tassels? That was a weird time when he was selling those.
I was planning on paying him back by teaching him how to use a tape gun, but then he
Yeah.
didn't have a
You
tape
never-
gun.
I don't
for me
have
to
a tape
teach him.
gun, so listen.
Y'all,
this
he
is
doesn't know how to use it.
I
y'all.
don't.
He can do
Every
anything.
time.
Dave can create anything. And
We
he
were
can't
on
use a tape gun.
Sharks.
Yeah.
I don't even remember taking that picture, and I was pretty drunk that night. But I don't remember it.
Dude, did you see Kevin's hand? Kevin's hand is like some amalgamation of 5 hands. Like this is like
I
Hangman's
love
hand.
AI. AI is just like, this is almost human. Good enough. Like the eyeballs on the
Your
little banner
mouth?
we were making.
Your mouth is like a mouth on a mouth. If you look closely, like really investigate that photo, it was not good. But I was driving, I wasn't the driver. I was the passenger in the car.
How was
and
the drive
the
up there, Dave?
the sun was shining on my laptop, and I couldn't really see. I'm like, that kind of looks like Carrie. Kevin looks like an idiot. Let's publish
Yeah,
it.
perfect.
Publish
The
it.
only thing that matters about those, in my opinion, is Kevin looks old and feeble. Anything else is a bonus.
Yeah.
Somebody
exactly.
on there didn't know. We're talking about the thumbnail for this show as content for the show. That's pretty pathetic. But somebody didn't know a Jump Shark Man in there. They're like, Jump Shark? Question mark. They don't know.
Who?
Well, explain it,
I
Kevin.
was
You're-
thinking about
did,
this
I
earlier.
explained it.
Jump the Shark comes from Happy Days, right? When they did that
Yeah, I
episode where
believe
he
that,
jumped
yeah.
the shark, right? Fonzie.
That
I'm
was the
obviously the
end of-
Fonzie of this podcast, but who are you guys in Happy Days? I'm Fonzie
are-
without
I'm
a doubt.
Richie.
Ralph
You're the Don
Mouse.
Moss guy. You're the Don Moss guy, Kevin.
I'm Richie. What are you talking about?
Just because you have red hair?
No, I'm not. I'm just not.
I feel
Or
like
because you
Dave-
directed Arrested
It's
Development?
Brian.
I feel
Dave
like
would
Dave's
be
like a
Potsy.
unemployed
Potsy.
Chachi.
Ooh, that's not
Dude,
bad.
what are we talking about? Wait, Carrie, did you say you're the Fonz?
I'm
Yeah,
obviously
you're
the Fonz.
How are
You're-
you obviously
you're like
the
Arnold,
Just
Fonz?
look at
dude.
me.
You're
You don't even
Arnold.
We don't need to
smoke
debate
cigarettes.
this. I'm obviously the Fonz.
You're
Everybody
not
make
even a
that happen.
smoker. Listen, I will say this: the amount of attempts I had to do to try to get this stupid shark picture was ridiculous, right? And so I should post them somewhere. All the failed.
Oh, you
jump
got to
the
do the
shark
cereal
photos.
box
Oh
ones
my
from the
gosh,
week
they're
before
so
where
bad.
we
I
were
did those.
looking
I did those on
awesome.
the Patreon. Yeah, I
That's
should do.
impressive.
Oh, they're really bad.
I
There's
like
some
it.
really bad ones. Okay, so so
I
the
got two
comments weren't
banana
that bad.
sales.
That's good. That's good.
For what?
news.
Yo, yeah. There's some. Do the best you can until you know better. Then,
Wait.
when you know better, do better. My Angelou.
I
My
love it.
Angelou commented. She's been dead for a while.
Awesome.
You've handled this problem very well and very professionally. Love
Thank
your
you.
patience. Look at this. They're
Look at
all
that.
nice.
Look
Awesome.
how business like.
But not Josh's. Josh sent me a message, and Josh was like, "Bro, that was such a huge mistake. Whatnot would have banned you if they hadn't brought him back to your house." Yeah, they might have. That's actually very true. He's like, "Don't do that again. Seriously." I was like, "Sorry, Mr.
Rachel
Whatnot."
Strickland. Rachel Strickland commented on here.
Why is she
Wow,
watching?
Dave. Why is she watching your content?
She's
Most
got better stuff to
transparent.
do.
Yeah, like journalism.
Yeah, she's not
Most
doing lunch anymore. She
transparent
has
video
time.
Oh,
I've seen
okay.
in,
Too
in a
soon?
reseller space today.
Awesome. Look at
Most
that.
transparent. She must not watch your other content because you're always throwing yourself under the bus.
I am always throwing myself on.
I love
Listen,
the thumbnail for your Parks Pursuit one, Dave. I didn't love it enough to watch the
dude,
video. To
that
be
got
honest,
a lot of views. It,
Yeah.
it made me especially depressed because that's the footage I lost was day 2 of that. And every time I do this universal garage sale, I get like 15, 20,000 views on there. It's crazy. It's what
They
people want to see.
basically-
They want to see
I
people
feel
fighting
like
for merchandise.
I feel like they want you to do garage sale content, Dave.
That's basically what it is. But it's garage sale universal. But like
Yeah.
the one comment that I thought was pretty funny was like this guy saying how depressing it was that we're wasting all this money on product and merchandise, and he's so sad that this is the world is what the world's coming to. And I just wanted to be like, I kind of resold all that and made a profit, but I'm not gonna say it on that
He would
channel,
hate
but I
you even
did.
more.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at all the emissions it took to
Yeah.
transport that stuff around the country.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I do get it. Like, if you just watch those videos, not knowing me and the other stuff I do, I just look like a total, just shopaholic, money waster. Like, I had one
Which
person
you
say,
are.
I had one
Don't-
person say to me, "Bro, how much debt are you in?"
Oh, so you don't even expose the fact
I don't
that on
talk
there
about
that you're
reselling at
reselling.
all on there. No.
Oh, wow.
No,
You know,
it's
that's
not
a
a
great
reselling.
Some of my best
opportunity.
memories with you, Dave, are when we're just walking around and then we stop and get something to eat and then we eat it and then we walk like 20 feet down the row and we just eat somewhere else.
Dude, I've been doing that this. It's bad. I can't wait to get home and diet.
I know, like you are a bit of a shop. You like to go spend money and you like to enjoy your life, my friend.
Well, we were at Dave & Buster's today with the kids, doing with the cousins and the kids. And I was like, hey, listen, we get 3 Dave & Buster's cards for $150, one for each kid. But they have a 4-pack that's only $10
man.
more. And I get to have one of the packs, and I can go get some tickets, and I know I can
I
sell
also
the
would
prizes.
like to be a child.
Well, no, I want to sell the prizes that we get from Dave & Buster's. So I get an extra ticket. Me and Tina get the tickets, and we picked a prize that sells for like $30 to $35 on eBay.
You didn't want the
So
prize.
that's
You want to
awesome.
play the game.
Well, we
That's
played the games
awesome.
too.
So
we
you
got to play
only
the games,
lost.
and we got to get 35 back. So I
So-
spent 10 to get 25. So really, I
This is
basically
the
made money
difference.
today, guys. I made money.
Me and Turner went down to Myrtle Beach for a baseball tournament. We went to Dave & Buster's twice. You know
Okay.
how many cards we bought?
How many?
0.
What'd you
Not
do there?
one. And he didn't carry it. We watched football.
Kevin just went to the bar trolling for
No,
babies.
I did go to the bar. I don't know if I had any adult
Turner,
beverages.
come to the bar with me. You're not playing any games. You little
He didn't
turd.
even ask. He didn't even was like, I don't care. We watch some football. That's all I
You
care
know,
about.
Well,
He loves
what?
football.
Does he like football?
Hey,
What's
back
he
when I
loves
was
it.
a kid, I don't know how this was legal, but the 80s, the early 90s were a different time. My sister worked at a bar, and we used to go there. My dad, he didn't drink. We just would go play pool. And
Yeah.
I like
my
pool.
sister would let us
That's
in.
Hey, do you
Wow.
think all those people watch your videos, Dave? You think they buy like 80s and 90s collectibles and theme park collectibles? You think
Like
they
call
buy those
dibs
things?
on it and stuff.
Shills.
Hey,
You
listen,
total
I had
shills.
2 bonanza sales this week
You
y'all,
have
while I
2
was
bananas?
gone.
Yeah.
Bonanza sales. While I was gone, $80. $80
Okay.
bucks. I
I
had
had a-
5 I had 5 before that in the last 3 weeks. That's
Kevin,
7 in a month.
That's
How do they
awesome,
get that
man.
money to you, by the way? Is it
It's
American
checked.
currency? Is it hand delivered? Is it some sort of, like, how do they do it?
It's rolls of
It's-
pennies in a pillowcase.
It's
They
just
beat
like
him
an
over the
old-
head with it.
An old dude, he just brings a pillowcase
homemade
of
silver.
rolled pennies and some, like, just some candies for you.
Comes in the what do they call it? I can't even think about it. What was the company that used to transport the stuff in the States?
Pony Express.
Pony Express? Wells Fargo?
No,
Wells Fargo?
Wells Fargo. There you go. Wells Fargo. That's how
okay.
they bring it. That's how they bring it.
Well,
Wells Fargo.
they
Silver.
actually-
They take silver.
They actually sent me an angry email again because I still owe them money. So there's that's still happening.
I think you should pay that.
Bonanza's going to shake you down, man. They're going to send the big guns over. You got to be careful.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
one of these
I
days.
love it. Hey, yeah, so I got trashed too, Dave. So you have good comments in here. I wouldn't feel bad about this. I mean,
Okay.
the first like 9 I read, they feel pity for you, but not. It's just pity.
You
That's why
guys,
my
you
next
guys
title
have the-
is my next title is USPS still has me blacklisted, but I recruited help from Commonwealth Picker, and it's got you next to an angry postman.
Postman, not that girl. That's the postman.
No, yeah.
So
A
I
crotchety
got.
old postman.
I posted a video today where I go to this garage sale and there's an elderly lady there. She has
I
a
saw
box.
this
Did
thumbnail
you
and
see
title,
that?
yeah, where you said you paid double and it still wasn't
Mhm.
enough.
Yeah, and I knew it wouldn't be. As soon
Yeah.
as that video would post, I'm like, people are going to slam me for this. It was 11 o'clock out in the country. This sale was almost over. Nobody had been to it because it's out in the boonies. In this like tub, the flat tubs that you put like wrapping
Yeah.
paper in.
Yep.
Full of NASCAR shirts, full of
Mhm.
them. And I'm like, oh my gosh! I'm like,
all over print, that sort of stuff.
no, I mean, there was 2 good ones in there, which I didn't know when I opened it, but that's my defense. But there was good ones on top, but there was 2 like $30, $40 ones in there. I'm like, how much? She's like, $5 the whole thing. Just take it. I'm like, $5. Holy cow.
But thankfully, like, are you going to film when you go back and give her some extra cash?
You know what? I know where that house is. I could do that. That would be
You
fun.
shouldn't have admitted that, but okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm asking your opinion here. So I'm thinking, 6 years ago, before this was all on film, I'd be like, yeah, here's your $5, and I'd take it. Now I'm like, I'll give him 10. That'll be all
Now
right.
you're
right? That'll suffice the viewers.
approaching a yard sale, just like searching for a dog. Sometimes you're calling dogs from other yards, picking them up, cradling
did
them for
that.
the
Plants.
camera.
Always
He's
did
got like
that.
a whole kennel full of dogs in the back of his truck. Honey, bring out the Rottweiler.
Bring out the Dachshund. This needs a Dachshund.
Dachshund, dude.
Yeah,
Dachshund.
I call it a Dachshund.
My wife
okay?
calls them dash hounds. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Bring out the
that's
dash
awesome.
hound, honey.
Anyway, I
Dash
give her
hound.
the $10, and then I'm walking away, and then I come back here and I find some better ones. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. So I just titled it that way, so I get yelled at. Boy,
So what's the value of the total bin, you think?
I put 400 on the video, and then later when I started listing them and whatever, it's probably closer to
Honestly, dude, you should
325.
have probably talked her down to 250. That's me,
Well,
my
listen.
professional reselling advice. Here's what I learned from www.thetommybernardpodcast.com.
Yes,
The
go
money is
please
in the
visit.
buy. The money
It
is in
is.
the buy.
It is.
The lower you pay, the more profit you make. This is.
It
you know,
was. I was excited. It was one of those boxes you open and like they start singing, the angels start coming out. I'm like, oh my gosh,
wow. That's
$5.
pretty cool. That's like
was a
your
good
your
deal.
darn it doll
But here's
find this
yeah.
weekend.
But here I want to talk about that. But here's the deal. I was when I
his
was
old
going.
brain broke.
No, I was going to go 2 different directions. Now I can't remember. All right, so now I really did break.
Yes.
Jeez, you killing
Broke
me.
it. All right, come on, you can do it. It was the old lady's box of shirts, and it was like angels were
Yeah.
singing, and you were gonna do this thing, and then you.
I don't know. Oh, she threw in the bin. She threw in the bin. with me,
Nice.
right?
Really?
Even
Oh,
that's
man.
$5.
And 10 years ago, I would have bought that for $5, whatever. But because I know I'd have bought it because I'm trying to make money, right? I was poor, I was broke. But I know that stuff would have ended up at the Goodwill. It was the end of the day.
Yeah, you were.
There was nobody there.
You
All
were.
that
You were
stuff was
trying to
still sitting
stop.
there.
You were trying to stop this from ending up in the landfill. You were doing the
No,
right thing. You were being
no,
environmentally
no.
conscious. That's
My
what I like
point
that
is-
spin.
Save
She
the turtle.
was in sell mode. She didn't want everything. I'm like, how much? 50 cents, 50 cents. You've been to those sales before
Oh, yeah.
where they're at, if it's late, they just want it gone. They don't want to deal with it. That's the mode she was in. And it all determines. If that was some big burly dude and whatever, nobody would have commented. Nobody would have said anything. But she was a nice, sweet old lady. I gave her 10. She said $5. I said, would you take 10? And she just lit up like a Christmas tree, man. She was so happy. I'm like, all right, this will work. I'm like, no, these people are going to hate it. Well, the resellers don't hate it. They get it.
Yeah.
They get it.
I
But
think that's
speaking of those Florida fines, let me tell you, because I people call me cheap. I'm going out with these other guys. I go out with all these other. Let me tell you, I feel like a bad picker because I'm paying the asking price. I'm paying up. Nobody pays up. I go out with
No.
death pile picker.
No.
I'm like, I would be. I
He didn't
like
go out
turn
with me,
beat.
so.
I turn beat red.
you don't need to throw Death Pile Picker under the bus. He can do that himself. Okay?
Be
Just
like-
let him talk.
Be like $20. He's like, watch this. I'm gonna offer her $1. Watch this. I'm like, dude, I'm getting out of here. I don't even want to hear this. He's like, how about $1 on this? And they'll say yes. Yep. Here you go.
Kevin, I want to know. I want to know what you thought of the Webster. Was it better than you thought? Worse than you thought? What did you?
Way bigger than I thought. That place is
You
massive.
didn't believe me when I told you I got
It
7
was
videos there.
huge. I
That
could
was,
not
you know what,
believe it.
Kevin? That wasn't even a holiday. It's like 3
Yeah.
times bigger on a holiday.
It was. I was getting. He said you were there when it was super hot. I can't imagine because
It's
at
hot.
it was like 78 or something, 76, and I'm like, oh, I couldn't make it to the end. We didn't look at everything.
No,
we didn't
never
look at
did.
everything.
We never did.
No way.
Never,
It's
ever,
crazy.
ever. I have
Now
never
it's
looked at everything.
high. The prices are high, but I can tell you what, the quality of stuff there is way better than you see around here. It isn't even
Yep.
close. But they want, top dollar. But
Yeah,
we
you're
still,
not going to get the same margins.
we still found deals. Mike found a really nice deal. Rod did really well. I did pretty darn good. I was pretty happy. You have to pay up though. You're right. You absolutely have to pay
That's
up.
why I think it'd be cool, like, if people come to the Trash to Cash thing,
It
even
is
though the
really-
event ends Saturday, like, if you can find a way to stick around or head towards Webster and
Yeah.
go there on Monday, like, it's worth a trip.
Well, we started talking, we meaning Mike, because I was done. I was so tired after that trip, sleeping like 3 hours a day for whatever, and then going out. I was done. I don't know how they keep going.
Yeah.
Like, I got to get my little ice cream thing, and I'm out of here.
It's a cocaine.
And so Mike went and talked to that guy, and he's like, hey, we got this trailer here, and we want to put this. You got internet and whatever. So he got it all set up. So maybe we'll get the Commonwealth trailer out there.
Down to the
and-
Webster?
And if we can get their internet, do live
cool.
shows from
I didn't know
Webster.
they had internet.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
you
they
meet?
do.
Did you meet? What's his name? The crazy flea market
Yep.
guy, Relics from the Attic. Did he do
Yep.
the Relics
Yep.
from the Attic, baby?
Yep.
Shout me
Hug
out!
me, bro. Shout me. Swearing F
He's
words all
so
the time. I'm like, dude, I can't put this on there. I found some
You-
stuff.
You gotta
Last
cut
thing
some
I-
bits out. Yeah, he gives some deals. He gives some
Yeah,
deals.
I picked up a little Cadillac ornament, and I'm like, this thing sells for $40. Mike's like,
Mhm.
here, watch, I'll go get it for $1. I'm like, dude, I'll go give him $5 if he takes it, and he took it.
Yeah.
5 into 40. He's like, oh, I'll get it for $1. Like,
Who said that, Rod?
Mike. He probably
Oh,
would have got it for
Mike,
$1.
yeah. Yeah, no,
He's
that
like,
guy.
yeah.
That guy is always perfect, like thumbnail fodder too. Like my thumbnail coming out this week is him like this.
Mm-hmm.
He's
crazy.
the funniest guy. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's, we went at the end of the day to his. His was the
That's what
last
I
one
did
we went
too,
to,
yeah.
and we still bought stuff. We
Mhm.
still found money. I would wonder what's there in the morning.
Yeah, no, I'm sure he has. Dude, and
I
he
found
said that
this-
if you text him and tell him you're coming and what you're looking for, he'll bring stuff specifically for you.
Very good.
So I've never
Very
tried
good.
that, but I should sometimes just be like, yo, bring all your
Yeah.
plushies. I'm going plush crazy.
Yeah, seriously.
Did you find
and
any like epic plush? There's usually epic plush there too.
Not much. I did a few. I got some wrestling figures,
Oh, nice.
and I'm trying to think of the find from that sale because I know there's. Oh, I bought some weird stuff. I bought like a whole box full of those PVC little figures, Dick Tracy figures, like 100 of them.
What's his first name?
They're Dick Tracy.
Well played.
Okay, well, Kevin, so was it worth it? The
Triple
drive down here,
penetration.
the exhaustion.
Yes, of course, dude. We talked before. I was hoping for 8 videos because that'd probably get me close to getting back down there for the 20. For our
For the
event down
meetup.
there. And I think I'm well past that. I think I got minimum of 10 videos, maybe if depending on how much of that footage, because a lot of Webster is looking at stuff and
Yeah,
this is
walking
cool,
around, yeah.
not quite buying it.
Yep.
Did find quite a few viewers. A viewer there, and I'm like, "How much you want?" And they're like, "Oh, just take it. I'm like, what? Like, dude, this
Yeah.
doesn't look good on camera, dude. How about I let pay for it?
Yeah.
So there's that kind of stuff. But so I don't know. Maybe 12 videos, man. That's huge. That's
And
huge.
you filled your truck.
Oh, it's packed.
Yeah.
I made way more though at the sale that we won't mention because I want to go back again and not let anybody know about it.
Yeah, we did get at that sale too. That was pretty
That
awesome.
was really
So,
good.
We didn't even go together, and we both did great. So that was exciting.
Until we met, and then we couldn't find anything.
Well, we were both hungry at that point, but you got to meet Mama Picker.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, called me this morning at like 6 a.m. She's like, Dave, I need you to take a video down that's on Facebook. They're being way too mean to me. I'm like,
really?
oh, okay, I'll take it down. I said, Mom, Facebook, it's not like real people.
Yeah, that's true.
They're really mean over there. Like they're weirdly aggressive on Facebook.
It's weird because isn't Facebook? I feel like Facebook is the one social media where you're most yourself. Like you have your contacts where you live. Like,
it's like
Instagram
your full name.
Can be Instagram.
And that's
and
where
other
you
places
belittle
can
my
be
mother.
Yeah, exactly. That's the place where they're the hardest. It's really weird.
Not when their name is like user 765. It's when it's John Seymour Wilson III from Charlotte, North Carolina.
I work at the Doritos factory.
It's like, why? Why?
You scare me now because this video that I got negative on YouTube's going on Facebook tomorrow.
Dude, Facebook.
I don't
They're
think
gonna tear me up.
I'm pretty sure on Facebook, if you type something positive, it asks you, "Are you sure?" And then you have to retype it as something negative because I'm not sure if I've ever had a positive.
Should I take that interaction with that sweet lady that I paid her double and put it on TikTok and see what it does?
Oh yeah. Oh, they love it. Oh, they're very, very open-minded and understanding. Yeah, go for it. Facebook Reels is even worse.
Want you making money from yard sales? And actually, I went to a yard sale this weekend where the guy was like, basically saying something like that, like, oh yeah, I just don't want to get screwed over by any resellers. I'm like,
maybe you should go resell yourself.
Go resell it yourself.
You can put it on eBay with a click of a button.
Does it make you feel better if somebody takes your Nintendo game home and plays it that you sold for $1?
It does for some people. And,
yeah, it does.
And then I think I was telling Carrie this or Brandon, but telling someone that this I went to this one lady's yard sale. She's like got everything like perfectly comped, Kevin, like perfectly comped. Like she had a blow
sold perfectly comped?
Sold perfectly comped on
okay.
eBay, but she still priced it for resellers, which was really weird.
Yeah.
So she had like this. You saw that epic,
she just did all
beautifully
the work.
colored
she might be a
blow
reseller.
mold. You saw that pumpkin blow mold I got, right? Like that big giant pumpkin blow mold.
Dude, just in time
that
for
had
Halloween
like
2024. Well done.
Carrie, this thing was like 90s, but the color was perfect. It has been perfectly kept, right? And she puts on there like the $112 comp or whatever, and it's $25. And I'm like, really? It's like, yeah, $25. She had these little tea towels that had like naked women on them, like from the 50s.
I love those. I love those.
They're cool, right? And she said the comp. She said worth 60 to 70 each. And then $15 a piece. And I look it up and it was exactly on point.
So now you're selling naked women on tea towels.
Well,
So at what point did you stop looking them up and start trusting the lady?
I did. No, I did do that. I did exactly that. Well, I didn't look up the tea towels. I looked them up after I was done. Literally just looking at the pumpkin blow mold, I knew it was a $100 blow mold and it said 25. And then I talked to her and she said this and I was like, oh. And she also sold me that uranium glass for $3.
Yeah.
That candelabra. And I'm just like, and she put on there valued at $13 to $15. I'm like, yeah, that's about right. And so but I was like, hey, if you know the values are so high, like, why are you doing that?
She don't want to do it.
No, she said, listen, I know people come out here who resell and I want to help them make their living. She literally said that on my video. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. I've never heard of something
I'd be going back to that sale every
I know. I
year.
feel like I should have just stayed there longer and like just really bought everything because it was just so cool to meet someone like that. Like, I know why you're here and I want to help you. Like, really?
Why wouldn't
that's so
you?
Weird.
If I was having a sale, I'd want every. You ever see those ads? Resellers welcome, resellers come, and because they know that's who buys stuff.
Well, the best buyers are always resellers. They may not buy at the top price, but they will buy as much as humanly possible if it's priced right, and that's the kind of buyers you want.
Well,
really, Whatnot is built on that. Most of the people on Whatnot are flipping the items, guys.
Don't believe that.
I think they are. Maybe not in your fanboy auction, but like in a real auction, they are.
True, yeah.
Whatever, dude. Have you seen all these people selling clothes? The biggest auctions, shoes. You tell me those people.
Well, the clothing ones, I don't really do a ton
I think
of that,
Renzi's buyers are just buying themselves shoes.
Of course. Resellers. And those are the biggest sellers. They sell the most. Mullins in here.
Yeah, I might be wrong.
Just grab them.
But I'm going to continue to pretend I'm right.
That's fair. We accept you for your vicious
ineptitude.
your own.
Speaking
your
of
hubris.
Your
Yes.
mom, because she's on a lot of your videos. My dad, I don't have my dad on as many as your mom is. My dog is trying to get away. And one lady day just laid into me for not being nice to you. You make your dad pick up everything, and
I've said this
you
in
don't
person
pick
to you.
up everything and whatever.
Yeah.
You don't
That's
do this.
true,
And
though.
it's like,
Terrible.
and then you go and buy
Wrong.
yourself a lemonade. You didn't even
Yeah.
offer one to him. I'm like, what are you
I've said
talking
that
about?
too. That's messed
I
up.
go back and watch the video, and I remember asking if he wanted a lemonade. I'm like,
But it got cut
but
out.
it gets cut out, right?
So self-absorbed.
Like,
Well, that's like when we got the empanadas and I bought one for my mom. And then she comes up and hands the guy money, right, to pay him, not realizing I had paid for hers. And I was like, Ma, you don't need to pay him again. I already paid for him. Trolling my mom like I always do. I said, but I'll take the money. And I take it like as a joke. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I can't believe you made your mom
yeah.
pay for empanada. I said, I wasn't planning on it. She just set me up for the joke.
But this lady was ticked, man. I mean, maybe she's my dad's age. I don't know. But she was, I'm like, listen, I took him out to breakfast afterwards if it makes you feel
Well,
better.
exactly, right? I'm always taking my mom out
Right,
for lunch after and paying for her.
Except for you
whether
don't
it's
make her
Buc-ee's
carry
or
the heavy
whatever.
stuff.
Yeah, well, sometimes she carries stuff.
Just the phallic symbols.
Oh, yeah, that was so good. But yeah, you got to meet Mama Picker.
Oh, she's awesome, man. She's funny. I can see why you are the way you are.
Yeah. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. That's for sure.
I don't. Yeah, Alan is very much different than you, Dave.
Yes.
Your mom is very much you.
Yeah, she is very much me. And well, my dad is like me in that he's like a straight up workaholic and never can stop working.
Yeah.
But my mom is like me with the squirrel.
Yeah.
Like she's just
And
all over the
energy.
place.
It is
Energy.
It is weird how we are like a very interesting mixture of our parents. My dad is was super mellow and laid back. Maybe some would say lazy. And my mom was a very motivated person. And I got like both those to a T. I'm a
Motivated, lazy person.
No, yeah, like I am a very motivated. I get a lot done. You guys have to admit, I get a lot done for a really lazy person.
Yes, I will.
That is
I'm
true,
impressed.
Yeah, like you're the most productive lazy person I know. That's
Exactly. That's the truth, man.
Valid point.
That is who I am.
I think that fits a lot of resell, and there's different reseller personalities, but I think a lot of them are. Well, I think one thing we have in common is we don't like people telling us what to do.
Oh yeah,
that's true. That's true.
I mean that's a common thread.
I disagree with that out of principle.
I hate that you told me I didn't like what you said.
I actually like that.
Dude, can I tell you, it is freezing in Connecticut right now.
Yeah.
I am so uncomfortable, and I'm so not used to it. Like, I walk out, and I'm just like, like, it's like that shiver that hurts. That's kind of what's been going on.
It's like 65 in Vegas, and I feel like I'm like in hell. With lack of a different word, I've totally adjusted to the desert. So I can, if I was in Connecticut right now, first off, I'd be like, look at all these bougie people, because that's what I assume Connecticut's like. Is just a lot of people who are wearing I don't know, Abercrombie and Fitch and really believing in it. You know what I mean?
True,
There's probably Abercrombie and Fitch both living in that area.
But the thing is, Connecticut's a weird thing. Like, I fled as soon as I turned 18, and I never looked back. Like, I came back for 9 years or 9 months so I could set up my wedding and get married. But beyond that, I immediately left again. Like, I was not interested in staying up here. It's very, if you've ever been to London, it's a lot like that, right? It's always cloudy. You can never see the sun. The sky is always gray.
Oh, you guys have the beef eaters, those guards and stuff?
Yes, the beef eater guards. And so I just for me, Connecticut from October through March-ish,
Dave
super
needs
depressing.
the sun.
It's super depressing. I need the sun. The sun is my vitamin D. It gets me going. I need it, and it's just not up here. I have not seen the sun since I got here.
Every once in a while, I crave just that gloomy day.
Oh, dude, every day up here. I hate that. I hate gloomy.
Yeah, I mean, I would too.
Occasionally, the crispy cold days, I don't mind, especially if it's bright and it's the snow is shiny.
Yeah, a sunny cold day is not bad.
But a dreary day, those will get you down real quick.
They're depressing. They're straight up depressing.
Dude, depressing days are so depressing.
Absolutely. So it made me very appreciative that I have the sunshine constantly.
Yeah, you got palm trees, you got meth addicted alligators.
That's right.
And you got everything.
Well, I'm the one getting them addicted to the meth, to be fair.
I know. You don't get enough credit for starting the process.
Did you ever give Dumb and Dumber 2 a chance, Carrie?
Kevin left immediately. I mean, I did watch a little bit of it. I felt like everything that needed to be said by that franchise was said by the first one. Yeah, once they decided not to get on that bus at the end, I was like, the story has been told.
Kevin, did you really leave just because we said Dumb and Dumber 2?
Kevin's
I just wanted to tell him about
Kevin
that's
has
true.
what we
Or
call
he's
an
spitting his
enlarged
tobacco.
prostate.
There's
Yeah,
this
oh,
one
yeah.
moment that's really good where they're like, they go to this place, it's like a meetup, and they're like, how much are the beers? And the lady's like, it's gratis. And they're like, oh, that sounds like a lot, right? Because they don't know. It's Dumb and Dumber, right? And so like, oh, should we try the stinky finger trick? And they're like, yeah, let's do the stinky finger trick. And they go over and they like take everyone's leftover drinks and pour them into a cup. So the cup's like full, like it's wine and all this other stuff. Yeah. And then they take their finger and they like put it in their butthole, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And then they go to the waitress and be like, dude, our drinks smell like just weird. Yeah. Can we get a new one?
Butthole part, yeah.
Yeah. And then they like put it up to the lady's face and put their like pooped on finger up to her nose. She's like, oh my gosh, that's disgusting. I'll get you a free one. And so she goes and gets some free drinks at the free. She says, I'll get you another one. But then she's like, I also got you some like mixed nuts and stuff. And so they start eating the mixed nuts with the finger that they put in their.
Oh, dude. Yeah, they didn't wash their hands. Oh, if I had $1
and
for every
anyways, this
time.
ties into reselling because Kevin constantly puts his finger
What did
in
I
his butt.
come back?
Constantly.
Oh, God. Get out of here, dude. Jeez, oh, no.
But let's now
I'm
that
back.
we're done talking about that scene from Dumb and Dumber. Let's talk about District.
No, well,
District.
let's finish talking about Florida real quick. Because let me just tell y'all, my wife's like, I come back and literally my car is jammed full of stuff. And I passed on stuff. And I was buying bulk. I was buying high end, low end, quantity, everything.
Just no regard for whether it was valuable or not.
Yeah,
No,
he's
I
taking a
did
loss
good.
on almost all of it.
He's all like, I got to
did
get
good.
footage. Screw it.
I got some things that Dave
I can
asked
spin
me.
it in post. I can spin it in post.
He's like, are you really going to sell this? Like, controvert? Like, really? I'm like, yeah, I'm not selling.
Yeah, Kevin, you could also do like a whole video where like I gave back, like all the bad buys you did just for footage. Just title it, I finally gave back some of that money I've been stealing from the elderly, and just show yourself overpaying the whole video. Like just show the comps being way low, which is probably true for a lot of the stuff you bought.
No, I
Then get some B-roll of you
I hope
asking politely for the money back after the filming.
If you need any number of Darn It dolls, Kevin is your supplier for the next 2
I
years.
got 'em. Brand new in the package.
You got like hundreds of these things, Carrie. Hundreds.
Yeah.
What do you sell those for on Whatnot? I know you usually don't list those on eBay, right, Carrie?
Those
Darn
kind
It
of
I haven't
dolls? I don't
sold
even
it.
know. Are we
You know the
talking
plush
about
Darn It
voodoo
dolls? Yeah,
Oh,
they're
I
like
don't
those
know.
plush.
Damn it, dolls.
Yeah, okay.
But
Sorry,
I've
we're-
seen you sell them on your Whatnot.
I've sold them? Sold them?
Yes, you and Don have sold them on your Whatnot. I
I've
bought one
sold
from
them
you.
on my Flipper channel. I used to say I buy them for $1 all the time and get
I'm
for
sure
used
they-
ones get $10, whatever.
Yeah,
Depends
yeah.
on which one.
Kevin got like
12,
hundreds of
some-
them.
Oh, wow. How much did you... Wait, is that a secret? How much you paid? Or we got to watch
$100.
one of your stupid
$100.
videos first? Okay.
That video's not going to be out for 4 months anyway.
$100. I think I'll
true.
make. I think I'll make over $1,500 on 'em. Easy.
Yeah.
Like that's low end, and I didn't even find them. So
Mike found
Mike
'em and you
was
stole 'em.
there.
Well
Mike is
done.
like the garage king. He's good. He gets into the garage, and I did too.
That's
We
one
both
thing he's good
pulled
at
some
is the
stuff out.
death pie. He's really good at the accumulation part of
Yes.
this business.
He's
He is
excellent at
we
the
were
buy.
at one guy's
He is
house.
terrible at every other aspect of the business. But
Yeah.
the accumulation, he's a gifted person.
Yeah, but we get in there, and he's like, asking her about this stuff. She's like, "Oh no, I'm a supplier. I do this, and this isn't for sale." But she said, "But this is for sale," and she pulls it out, and Mike doesn't know what they were. He didn't know what they were. He's like, "Oh, you could have multi-quantity. It's not really my kind of thing." I'm like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay."
Wow.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. And so we
Taking
go to
advantage
the
of your
next
friends,
sale,
dude.
and he
Got
knows
him.
how much I like a particular item, and he snatched it right up, boy. And he's gonna make a bunch off of that.
Erotic film is that particular item.
Although we did find quite a bit, way more of that down in
VHS
Florida
tapes,
than
a
I
certain
find
type
up
of
here.
Program.
Dude, me and Rod found an entire tub, a huge tub at the Webster of
And Rod bought it.
adult. He didn't buy it, but it was like I've never seen it. It was like adult content on 8mm.
Wow.
Like old.
You remember
old
that
adult
stuff,
film.
Kevin?
people
Do you
think
remember
about
that stuff?
Those people are all dead right now. Just
And
think
the
about that
majority
for a
of it
second.
was like same-sex stuff too, which
Oh,
I
geez,
feel
wow.
like there's probably a lot of money hiding in there,
Oh,
but
yeah,
I
no
don't know where
doubt.
to sell it or how to sell it or anything like that.
Would you sell it?
I
I'm
don't
not
think
doing
so.
that, dude. I don't.
Rod was over there looking at it for a while. He's like, "Oh, there's probably a lot of money in here." Every picker's like, you have to be like, "Oh, I can make a lot of money on that, but I don't really want to sell it." So let's move on.
I don't think I've ever sold anything in the adult section before. Do
Well,
they
they had
even
a
have
bunch
that
of-
on eBay anymore?
They're not really. They still have some stuff if it's like antique like photographs and stuff like that are actually like personal photographs.
Isn't
You can
that
get away
funny?
with it.
Like, why is
Yeah.
that okay? And this isn't
Yeah, it's weird. Like
okay?
tin type, and that sort of stuff.
Jeez.
Like that sort of
Tin
weird
type
stuff.
is not pornography.
Yeah, it's weird how like different
Art.
mediums get it. But like I found a big stack of Easy Riders. Now I've learned because I accidentally bought those not realizing what they were, and this time I was like, oh, I don't want those.
Now you're like, I'm definitely buying some more of these Easy Riders. Highly
Although I will
enjoyable.
say-
Definitely recommend.
When I accidentally bought those, I had a bunch of people DM me saying they wanted to buy them from me. So there's a
Look.
market for sure somewhere out there.
Some people like porn.
Yeah. Well, okay, so do we want to get, again, this is another great place to segue.
Soundbite. I just wanted to give us a soundbite.
Another great segue into district, really.
Is that what our
porn.
district?
Let's
Jumping
talk
off
district.
point. So
Swingers.
everyone, I
Swingers.
listen, I'll be fair, I'll be honest. I again didn't really read our comments. But I saw you guys read some and commented on them. How did people react to Kevin's nonstop shilling of district this time?
What are you talking
my
about?
theory
dude?
wouldn't
like,
end.
This is ridiculous.
I think the most offensive thing. Let's talk about the most offensive things Kevin said last week. The most offensive thing had to be when Kevin said, "I could have made $1,000 in the
Yeah.
time I researched that." I'm like,
That's
really?
true.
Because I couldn't
Really?
have made $1,000.
Yeah.
Goodness. It's
Look,
that
I'm not making up a
Footfinder.
number.
It's Footfinder site.
Stuff, you say that stuff all the time. You might not say it like that.
No, I'll
but
say
it's
like I
true.
could have made $12.
It's
That's
opportunity
more
cost.
accurate.
I could have
made
lost.
$6.
I could have lost hundreds of dollars in the time it
All
took
right.
me to research this.
Dave, how much time have you spent on this? Give me
On
hours.
district.
A lot. How many?
Probably like 20.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
How much?
How
money
many
have you
hours?
made?
Guess how many hours I've done
Zero.
studying this.
0. 20 to 30. I've probably
like
spent
20 to 30
30 's probably
minutes.
closer. Yeah, I'm probably closer to 30 hours.
All my point is that this
Which
is
I guess
not
if I made
pie in
$20
the
an
sky.
hour, if I made
getting
$20 an
rich.
hour,
It
that would
just
be
is.
600
Yeah.
in actual math. So
Hey,
I make $600 an hour, so I'm at $300.
you know what I got today, guys?
I
That I haven't gotten in a while, and I don't think you guys have in a while. You remember all the people used to call about making a show and doing all that? Remember?
Yeah,
Like
I remember
people,
that. I
the
haven't heard from
casting
those
people.
yet.
I got one today. I'm like,
Yeah,
what
me
is
too.
this? I haven't had one.
I have another
Did you
one
have
next
one
week.
today?
Yep.
There you go.
They
See,
followed
there you
both of
go.
us. I know they got a hold
Oh,
of you.
now
too.
we heard Dave.
Where did they message you?
Instagram, dude.
Oh, I don't have Instagram on my phone right now. I'm
Oh,
on
there you
vacation,
go.
so I took it off.
Would you
for
like
the-
me?
for the
That's a
vacation.
good call right there.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what,
too
I'm
many
thinking
messages
about
and stuff.
doing this, Dave. I might take a page out of your book. I'm thinking about like not responding on Instagram anymore unless I know the people. What do you think?
That's what
I
do.
can't do it anymore. I got
It's
home
not-
from
it's
that
not
trip.
possible.
And I
Heather
did
told
it
me.
down at
Heather
Rod's.
told me that you
I wanna
just
let people
spend
know
so much time on that.
That I still care, and I'll talk to you on Instagram.
Well, I
He
did
also-
forever,
I haven't
but-
changed, guys. I
Kenny's
haven't changed.
looking for an excuse to not do work. So
I don't
please
want to do
message him.
any of the part of the stuff I don't like doing.
yeah,
Let's
that's right.
talk
Much rather
shop
just talk to
for
you.
hours.
Hey, I listed though. I
Jerk,
didn't
that's
list
too
much.
true.
I didn't list much when I was gone, but I got back. I actually spent the night in a hotel because it was ridiculous driving, Dave. You got up there before me. It rained the entire way back. There was like
Yeah.
accident after accident. Took me
No,
like
mine wasn't
14
bad.
hours to go what should have taken me 11 hours. It was ridiculous.
Jeez.
But I started to list, and bang, stuff was selling like crazy. I listed another Florida State jacket, not the one I bought down there, and it sold for $150 full price in an hour.
Jeez, wow. Yeah, no, I'm on vacation.
You were
mode
sales,
now.
man. They're
I'm
wild.
living that. I'm living that vacation mode right now, and I'm not selling anything.
Yeah.
Of course, when I do sell something, someone's like, "When is this gonna ship?" And I'm like, "In a week." So get
It's
ready to wait.
Thanksgiving. Chill out.
Did you shut down your Poshmark?
No, I don't know how, but I also am not too concerned. I'm not too concerned about it. I'm
don't
not
know how
too concerned
anything
about it.
Apparently, I'm supposed to be sharing stuff. I have no
shut
idea.
down my Mercari, I shut down my eBay, and Poshmark. I'm like, I ain't gonna sell anything.
We
Whatever.
always shut that stuff down. I didn't shut down my Bonanza. I came home to two
Can you tell
sales,
me,
so
is there
you go.
anything else I'm supposed to do? I've got the share set up. I've got the stuff listed on Poshmark. Is there another step here in this
How do you
stupid,
shut
ridiculous
down-
website?
There's multiple sharers. Like you can share. I don't even know what the term. I'm,
Well,
I'm
how often are
embarrassing
you
myself.
supposed
Frank.
to share?
Yeah,
Should
how
we
do you
bring
do?
in a
I've been
setting?
wondering about that too. I need somebody
You can
like
put the
to
auto
share.
share on. You can put the auto share
Where?
on, and well,
On
you
Poshmark?
You need a third party.
you
thing,
have
like Flip.
Posher VA. You have
I'll pay you to do
or
it for
Flip.
me.
Flip has one as well. Where
Yeah.
you can do it, and the Flip one is free. But there's two different ways you can share your closet over there. But Posture VA, which I've never done, so forgive me if I'm wrong.
I've done it.
Did you
I've
start?
got it set up. Yeah, it's
Are
kind of
they
confusing.
where they send out offers immediately?
I don't know if they're doing that. I
Yeah,
couldn't really.
so-
It's like an extension. This is the we call this episode. We don't know what we're talking about when it comes to Poshmark. Maybe we should get someone who
Yeah.
does know Poshmark.
No,
on
I mean
for
I
like
think
10
I
minutes.
know. You can set it out where somebody likes your item or whatever. You can send you can send an offer out automatically. You don't have to do it. It's just taken care of for you.
I don't know. All I know is I sold some. Kevin saw me.
Mhm.
I'm not going to use that reference. Kevin saw me sell my first item on Poshmark. He saw it happen. He saw the proverbial cherry.
It's a moment to remember, Dave. I'll cherish it forever.
He was there. He was there. He was on film. Carrie, what do you think?
Guys.
What do you think I sold on there, Carrie? First item on Poshmark.
A plush.
A lighthouse.
Lighthouse.
A
Yeah.
lighthouse. I sold a lighthouse.
You're the
Posh.
one.
I'm the guy selling the. I'm slinging.
Here's my thoughts on
lighthouses.
Poshmark. Here's my highly intuitive and thorough thoughts on Poshmark. Much like District, it's going nowhere.
Yes, absolutely.
Really?
I'm just joking. Just joking.
Kevin just popped a
There are
hemorrhoid.
people who just sell on Poshmark and make a ton of money.
He's
I'm
not
like,
sitting in the
golly.
Popped
hemorrhoid
it.
blood. Oh.
He just pooped his diapers.
Dude, the beginning of Dumb and Dumber 2. All right, so
Did you
goes-
That was
watch
one of my
this?
regrets.
I just watched
by
this
the way.
like an hour ago. Yeah, he goes to pick up or to go check on Jim Carrey at this like nursing home type thing because Jim Carrey's been there for 20 years because his heart got broken by Samsonite or Swanson leaving him.
Samsonite, the
and so he
luggage.
goes there, and Harry's like, he's like changing his diaper or something, and then Jim Carrey looks at him. He's like, "Gotcha." He said, "I've been pretending my brain was fried for 20 years," and he's like, "You mean I've been coming here and wasted the best 20 years of my life as a gag?" And he's like, "Yup." And he's like, "And you also wasted the best 20 years of your life?" He's like, "Yup." He's like, "Nice one."
Nice one.
And he's like, "Dude, I had to change your diaper every day for 20 years." He's like, "I know, that was a little weird. Sometimes it wasn't my poop."
That was
Pretty
my
funny movie.
my Webster.
That should be on
regret.
merch. Sometimes it isn't my poop.
You ever been at a garage sale where you're looking at something you're like, and then you keep looking to see if you can bundle it together, right?
Yeah.
You know, because it's like what? And so I saw a Dumb
a
and
weird
Dumber
connection.
Funko
Oh, okay.
Pop.
Yeah,
Dumb and
weird
Dumber
segue from
Well,
loaded
Dumb and
diapers,
Dumber
but go
Funko
ahead.
Pop, and I don't think they're worth that much money, but I'm like, they're kind of cool. I might pick
Okay,
them up. They're
Funko
cheap
Pops.
enough.
I see the similarities
Yeah.
to the poop
Yeah.
now. Go ahead.
Well, there you go. And then so I walked away and totally forgot, and I went back later to find them, and they're gone. was my
Suck.
regret.
Were they worth anything?
I don't know. I never looked them up. I just thought if they're a couple bucks to buy them, you know.
Okay, can we just get the district thing out of the way? We got more
Sure.
important things to talk about.
If you don't
I just want you
screw
to
it
tell
up
me,
this
what were
time.
the comments? What were the comments?
There was a lot. I mean, there's a lot. There's, a couple positive, whatever, but it's the same, it was the same old, same old. I wish I could read them, but the person, I responded to all of it. Carrie responded to it. Other people chimed in. And I tried to get the picture because they see it as district.net is competing with eBay. And it isn't. I don't know how many times I got to say it. It's not the model. And so I kind of just kept making points and responding. By the end of it, they're like, "Oh, I see," and they got it. And then they deleted or somebody did. You didn't, and I did. Somebody deleted
I'm
the
on
whole
vacation.
thread.
I ain't deleting threads of comments right now.
Somebody just delete, and so I can
You
only
sure it's not
assume
just
they
under?
deleted their
You
own
sure it's not
comment.
just under the section where it says like I have responded? You know how like you can filter responded versus not
No,
responded.
it isn't
It's
because
not
there's
in
a
there?
bunch of stuff in there. Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, so I don't know.
Alright.
Maybe it is, but I don't see it. And there's a few like that. Not overwhelmingly negative,
think-
but still the same people just don't get it. So I think
For-
maybe we can
I just
explain
feel like
this
every
part, what
time
we want.
every time there's a new platform, whether it's social media or selling, there's always a lot of pushback, and I'm not sure if that's always the right approach. I like to think of things like, what could
Me
this
and Carrie just
possibly
dive
be?
into every new thing.
Well, yeah,
What?
I think,
Not sure.
well, no,
Do you-
but like, if it's just kind of like if you were like an angel investor, you're just putting your money out in all these different sections, and if one of these pops off, you're
Do you
set up
remember-
because things are going to change. That's the only thing I know in the next 10 years of reselling.
Yeah,
is
no
things
doubt.
are going to change.
Do you
You
remember
might as well
Clubhouse?
be prepared.
Remember Clubhouse?
Oh yeah, that
Certain people in the community
Crashed
were
and burned
I
popping
don't
so
remember that
Clubhouse
one.
and
I don't
whatever.
remember that
the
one.
second I was actually in the Clubhouse feature, like listening, I'm like, this is boring.
What is
Once
it?
I was actually in there, you could see why it didn't work. But
I've never
before,
heard of
it was
Clubhouse.
hyped. Oh, it
I
was
don't know how
super
to
hyped,
describe
dude.
it. It was basically people would
Invite
get in there.
only.
Yeah, invite only, but you get in these big rooms and they'd have like famous people talking in these things, and there could be hundreds of people listening, like a live Zoom call almost.
And then you could go on and like speak if you got
and
picked to be
you
on the
could like
stage or
request
whatever.
to go up there
Was
and
it a
be on the
selling
stage.
platform?
No, but there
Okay.
was
It's
all
social media.
This is where it was similar.
Okay.
Is that each, there was Clubhouse is the big thing, but there was different niches. Like you could go in there and listen to stuff about crypto. You could go in there and listen to stuff about clothing. You could go in there and listen to stuff about
But there's
investing and whatever.
There's aspects of that are still useful. This is what I've always said.
Yep.
Like back in the day, people would say, what if TikTok goes away? Because that's been a thing over the years that people have said could happen. TikTok
Might
is
very
going to get
well.
taken down.
Major world event, it will.
But here's the thing, short form videos isn't going anywhere. It may be on a different platform because Vine went away, and then pretty much immediately after that, TikTok started. So the muscles that you build, the acumen you accumulate by doing something will always be there, and you can apply it to whatever the next platform
good point.
is.
Very good point.
Reselling or social media, whatever it is.
Yeah. And so you've seen these trends toward things like Discord, and it's not for everybody, but I mean, I know people in the education business who left teaching and make a living on Discord because they are now teaching those kids in a totally different format at home, and they're in Discord, right? There's so many opportunities. So that's worked. And so that's why I think this is interesting on District, because that's the kind of community around it that they want to build and mix it with buying and selling things that everybody in that group is interested in.
Well, we got a question over on the Patreon from district.com admin. And it says, we would like to just confirm that no money has been given to the Trash to Cash team for the very long segments talking about District the last 2 weeks, and we are more than happy to keep this arrangement. Which I love that someone changed their name to District.com admin, but they went further. They created a logo for themselves. That's the District logo with admin under. It's not at all, because they've been a member since no, they've been a member since 2021. District didn't exist in 2021.
No, that's funny.
I think, listen, I'm not the kind of guy to guess, but I have to guess it's Andy So Meta. That's my guess. It's just such a meta thing for him to do. So
it is.
Andy,
So
meta.
Yeah,
brilliant, Andy. I got to give you props.
If it's him, there's no way to prove it. It could be Death Valley Funds. That's possible.
That's way above Brian Klaus.
No, he's too lazy. He's too lazy, selling latex all day. I don't know. But no, so again, all the complaints I do see about the District is that the people that are going to start a District, us included, would be trying to sell you something or convince you to buy from us or whatever. So the way I look at District is like, okay, we'll create a District, we'll segment it to the stuff we like, and this podcast, first of all, is not where we'd pitch it, because this is just a bunch of sellers, and we probably wouldn't want to recruit millions of sellers, because that's not how we do it. If we were going to pitch it anywhere, it would be like our picker videos or something.
Well, that's why I mentioned
where we actually get the reach,
where we get buyers,
or your universal garage sale videos on Parks Pursuits.
That's true. I could actually link. I could link people, like, instead of an affiliate link to Amazon, I could affiliate link to my own District.
That's the whole reason when a YouTube video goes viral in the picking space, or a TikTok video goes viral, it is not going viral because hundreds of thousands or millions of eBay resellers are watching. It's going viral because regular people who know nothing about what we do are watching. So if you actually market to those people and get something viral, like the Park
and to be honest with you, and this is where I don't want to jump the gun here, Dave, but you hit the nail on the head. If a marketplace is going to work, look at Crazy Lamp Ladies, right? If you go to her marketplace, every item in there, the discussions being had in the threads, the people sharing what they just found, the people that are like, oh, does anybody have this? All of that screams Crazy Lamp Lady to me. All the stuff that's in there. She's not selling, used tires for replacement parts on your car. Everything in there is niched to her niche. And that's the kind of model I think that will work. And so we just decided, hey, I want to be in a community buying and selling from people. I'm buying stuff for the first time. I never collected. Like, Dave, you've always bought everything.
Yeah, I'm always a buyer.
I'm buying now for the first time for me. I want to decorate that downstairs, that eBay cave 80s vibe. I want to do that. And so I've been accumulating and buying for the last 6 months. And I love this stuff. The stuff that Mike finds and Rod finds that I can't find up here.
Yeah.
I want to be in a community of stuff that's really just what I'm interested in. Not Tupperware and ashtrays. I'm talking like the
Tupperware
stuff
and
that
ashtrays are how Kevin makes his
That's right.
pesos.
Also, strangely, that was the name of my band in college.
Tupperware and ashtrays. I bought an expensive.
We were,
Carrie,
we were a jazz funk fusion.
I bought an epic ashtray this weekend, Kevin.
Yeah,
you saw
he
it.
did.
I don't know what I'm
He
going to
did.
do with it. I'm just going to put it on my curb for free.
Just
but
start smoking.
I was hoping
Start
I could
smoking.
sell. Literally, Carrie, I bought this. I was like, Kevin will buy this for me. And he's like, I don't want it. I was like, seriously? I paid 10 freaking bucks for this thing.
Offer it to me.
I
Plus,
did. I
didn't tie
said,
too
you want to
many
buy it?
debit
You said, I
dollars.
don't. You said, I don't want to drag that home.
Listen, y'all, I spent like so much money. I spent like $2,000 down there, dude. I spent
gosh.
a
It is
lot
Money
of
bags
money.
over here. Scrooge McDuck in the house.
There is a lot of sourcing opportunity in Florida right now. That's why I
bought
keep trying
like-
to get people coming to
I didn't
the
even
Trash
know.
Cash
I didn't
Bash.
even know a bank account could hold $2,000. Is that true?
I
You
bought
need multiple accounts, I
$1,400
think.
cash.
I think.
Yeah. I think it
And I
takes
had to
multiple
go back
accounts.
to the bank. I had to go back to the bank twice.
Wow.
Wow.
It was
Do you have, like-
crazy. And I almost bought like a $350 painting. I'm glad I didn't, but I think I could have made at least $1,000 off of it if I did.
Kevin was trying to get me to buy, I was thinking, wheelchairs and all this huge. I was like, I don't have anywhere to put it, Kevin. I don't know.
Hey, there's a lot of
Dude,
money in those wheelchairs.
You got to start
man.
parting out wheelchair parts. Gosh,
That's what he was
if
saying.
you want to be
That's
ripped
literally what he
apart
was
by
saying.
people on TikTok, buy a wheelchair and part it out.
Hey,
That's what
That's
he
gonna
told me
get
to do,
everyone to
Carrie.
love
That's what he
you.
told me to do. He said,
He's playing the
part
long
that sucker
con.
out.
He's trying to get you out of this community, man. He's got a vendetta against you.
So, Andrew, my buddy who, Dave introduced me to him, who helps me
Yeah.
with my picker videos. He sent me a message today. He's like, I just want to thank you. I'm like, what? And he's like, check this out. And it was one of the, what are y'all doing?
We're
Ignoring my screen.
cheersing. We're cheersing.
It was one of the Nordic tracks that I sell, which
Yeah.
I do this, but Carrie doesn't like it when I make these
No,
things.
I do
but the
like it.
Nordic
Go ahead.
track.
No,
hand
do it
motion.
again, please.
Do it slower and look satisfied.
Look directly into the camera.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, rub it on your
Anyway.
face.
Oh my gosh. I can't even tell what this is getting worse. Please, I'm out. Commonwealth out. All right. So
Oh,
he's a
did you ever think
goodwill.
this would happen in your future? That would be said.
This
and
was
you'd be a part of
supposed to be
that?
the heel turn, but this
Okay.
I can't be a heel turn with you
District.
two heel. All right. So, well, no, not district. Let me finish my story. He's a
Back to
goodwill.
district. We're getting paid a lot of
Anytime
money
we
for
talk
this.
about something
getting paid
inappropriate, I jump to
nothing.
district.
Stop.
We're getting
People
nothing.
believe
It's
that
a joke.
crap.
I know,
All right.
it's a joke.
Anyway, he got the Nordic track thing, and they wanted like $100 for it. And he went up to the lady. He's like, "I just want this little piece off of it right here, this little black computer piece." And she's like, "How about $2?" And he took it home. It sells for like $75. It's the little computer on there. So when in doubt, part it out.
Here's the truth of why we're talking about district so much. We
Just
want people to
release
to stop getting mad when we talk about whatnot because we
That's true. They're like,
we
oh,
really
phew,
just
they're
want
only
people to
talking
stop
about
giving us a
whatnot.
hard time about whatnot.
I got to talk about eBay too, but this is gonna be a short episode. Dave needs a break. He needs a
It doesn't-
vacation.
It's fine. Listen, we need to at least talk about
I
our
said
district.
just announce it.
Can
Look,
we-
it's
yeah,
gonna be
announce
our
your district.
district. It's
Kevin's
gonna
district.
be-
He's been yelling at me to do work on my vacation this whole week.
Yeah, he says, "This is my district. Get it done." He said that verbatim.
Yeah.
This is not true. Although it is true that Dave does all the work, which
Yeah.
means that we got to do some work.
I do.
So,
I don't do much, if anything.
Yeah, are you ready? Did you motivate people? Have you done this yet?
Well, I'm gonna do that. I need to know. Yeah, I will. It's gonna
Log
be for this
into the
video.
Patreon.
It's good. I don't have access. I can't get back in. I lost the code or whatever the password.
we have the only district that is going to be exclusive to us. We're going to be like, hey, we don't want you in here. Don't sell in here. You can buy it. No, I'm kidding. Hey, look, we just decided for this to work, we want to have items in there that are the things that we like to buy, things that we like to collect.
I think, okay, so honestly, like,
and that's it.
the way we're looking at district is a little different, and I'm not
More like
at
Discord.
all going to imply that, like, a lot of other districts feel cash grabby because they're bringing in tons of sellers or anything like that, but for us, it's more about, like, creating a marketplace that we want to hang out in. And sell in and buy in
talk to people
in
Yeah.
and not really
and buy
focus
their
on
stuff. As
Yeah,
well
not
as them
really
buying
focus
our
on-
stuff or anybody's.
not really focus on signing up sellers. Like, we're basically not even going to accept sellers here in the beginning, other than the people
I'm
we've
doing it
already
for the
put in.
money.
We've
Personally,
already put
I'm
some
more
people
about
in.
the money. But
Look,
you two are more like,
Can I give
I'm
a
for the money.
caveat to that,
Yeah.
Dave? Can I give a caveat? I think we will accept. I think we want sellers, but we want sellers to be the same sellers that like the stuff that we're going to have in there.
Right, but do you want to like open up applications and have hundreds of applications sitting there that we don't even touch? Like that's the thing.
No.
Like, so
but I
like,
do
don't
think
even
over
open up-
time, yes, because we want people to be a part of the buying and selling of the stuff that I want to buy stuff for my 80s cave.
Yeah.
I can't do that from 6 people. I want to have more people over time, slowly, but not like, hey, send your application. You can sell in ours right now. It's not that big of a deal. We'll get to over time, build the community up. Y'all can go check it out. I don't know when the link's going to be there. You want to tell them the name or what we're selling?
Let's talk about the process of getting the name. That's much more interesting.
How many URLs did we buy? I'm trying to think.
What was the first name? The first name was really terrible. The second name was Kevin's, and it was terrible.
Junction.
No, okay, the first name was we had like it was Junction. We like Junction. We had a lot of other names prior to Junction.
Trash to Cash was going to be one.
It was going to be the Trash to Cash marketplace or something like that.
No.
And then it turned into Junction, which we liked, but we couldn't get a URL for because every version of Junction.
Tell everybody how you spelled Junction, which was terrible.
Well, that's what I'm getting to.
The only way
because there was no URLs and we wanted a .com. The only way we could figure out to spell it was junk, J-U-N-K, shun, S-H-U-N, like shunning junk, trash to cash. Kind of made sense.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of like 2 negative words.
Yeah.
Combined to make a non-negative or positive word. So it's
shun
like
the
tough.
junk we're trying to sell you.
Yeah, so it was... So we bought those URLs and we bought the .net and the .com, and then we're like,
we also had a different idea of what we wanted it to be back then. We've settled on we wanted to be stuff we enjoy.
Yeah, we were having a hard time nailing down what it was. Was it a sell everything? Is it an eBay? Is it a specific type of item? So in the end, after multiple the worst one was Kevin and Mike.
Kevin's was so
my gosh,
terrible.
Mike thought of it.
I could at least, my instant reaction was highly negative, but Kevin's like, that's the one. And I'm like, really? That's the one? Because like me and Carrie had agreed to give Kevin the power to name it, because we're like, we don't really care. Let Kevin name it.
Just didn't
and he came up with Tick Witties. Tick Witties, guys.
Tick Witties.
Tick Witties.
Tick Witties.
Like, how is that possibly a good thing? He convinced us so heavily that Tick Witties was the way to go that we bought tickwitty.com, tickwitties.com, Tick Witty with a T, with a Y, with a
like TikTok.
We spent like $200 on Tick Witty URLs. So if anyone wants
you guys can't get it. Don't try.
An adult website.
You can buy it from us, though. You can buy it
but
from
you're not.
You're
still not saying it right. Listen. First of all, we thought we were going to sell only, vintage, just old stuff, and we don't want to do that. What's the point? We don't want to do it. That's not what we enjoy, right?
Like old glass and stuff.
So in history, we talk about antiquities, right? And so not antiquity, it was just tickwitty.
You're kind of like
not tickwitties.
There's a
tickwitty.
Here's the thing. There's a saying. I think it's in stand-up comedy. When you have to explain the joke, it's a terrible joke. If you have to explain what you're talking about, it's a terrible name.
And it took him so long to get my head and Dawn's head out of the gutter on this thing.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of things we immediately thought, which you can also imagine, that rhyme.
Yeah.
Dave put on his thumbnail.
Yeah. Dave made some inappropriate logos.
I made a logo that fit perfectly with the name. It
was amazing how quick you had images though to share with us. It's like you almost had them on your phone already.
It's so witty of you.
Okay, so anyways, after much thinking again about the name,
and everything is taken.
I came up with something.
Electronicbay.com.
Not what.com.
Not what.com.
Not what.com. No, listen, and I don't know if it's good. Kevin and Carrie both seem to instantly glom onto it.
I like it.
It's good.
New Jersey Picker doesn't like it.
Can you share your screen and show the logo?
Yeah, let's show it. Let's show the logo.
It'll kind of give you a picture of what we want.
You got to get out of all the pornography and stuff on your computer.
The problem is, right now, the logo's not really showing in full. So I don't know. I mean, I can show what it's... They're still working on, on getting it proper. Mm-hmm. I'll show you. But yeah, dude, New Jersey Picker doesn't like it, Kevin.
I don't care.
You don't care.
I love it.
I like it. I think it's really good, and we're gonna milk this
entire screen. Let me try that.
Let me just tell you, it's gonna change your life.
Ooh,
look, it's us.
Can you see it right now?
Jalapeno poppers.
Cannot see it. We see ourselves. We see ourselves.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do it because I don't have my second
Well, make
screen
them go
right now.
look at it. They can come.
Yeah.
They can be members and
Dibbed
chat and
it.
talk.
Dibbed it, guys. Dibbed
Dibbed
it.
it.
Dibbed
So
it.
think of
Dibbed it.
like I got dibs, right?
Yep.
I dibbed it. I dibbed
Mhm.
the polar ice. You know, I
Yep.
dibbed it. So we were able to get a .com for it, and
Yeah, which is
it was
not
like
easy to
it
do.
kind of goes with the theme of like kind of the coolest feature in my opinion in
Mhm.
district, where you can do the magic comments and
Yep.
you can claim something on like
Mhm.
Instagram, and it'll automatically
Get
invoice people.
dibs
Like
on it.
you can call dibs on it, right? You can be the first one to call dibs. It's also got an auction feature like whatnot where it can be dibs. So we just thought that was really cool. So we went with dibbed it, and we're gonna focus on selling like
Yeah, what
the
are we
stuff we
selling?
like, pop stuff, pop culture stuff, plush,
Retro,
sports
vintage.
cards, retro, vintage, video games, that sort of stuff,
Yeah.
VHS. Kind of
Mhm.
our favorite things to collect
Action
personally.
figures,
Action
video
figures,
games,
yeah.
all that stuff. Everything that I love from the 80s. I
Yeah.
just love.
And
There
then,
it is,
there you
guys.
go.
Yeah,
Carrie's
look at
showing
that.
it. There you go. Dibbed it. Dibbed
That's
it.
really good.
Looks really good. It's
And
like the
Pokemon.
robot made it.
And
Yeah,
like a
almost
robot
like
made
almost
it.
like I had to use the help of a robot to create this. But anyways, and I kind of did the little small D there.
Basically, would you
Dibbed
say
it.
pop culture-ish stuff from like the 80s through modern times?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we're literally not
So, yeah.
asking anything of you
2004.
guys. You do not have to sign up to sell on it. You do not have to buy anything on it. We're just letting you know we're doing it. And
Mhm.
eventually, I might try doing one of my whatnots instead of on whatnot over there because that's
I'm
way less fees.
honestly from the get-go, I'm going to be selling live on there at least once a week.
Yeah, the
I'm going to
selling
take my
live
card
aspect is
auctions
the
over
most
there.
exciting part for me.
So, yeah, so
I've
obviously
decided-
we're going to like be selling the kind of stuff we like. So I'll be focusing a lot on sports cards. Kevin will be selling enemas, I
No,
assume.
for me, everything that meets that category that I sell on eBay, like the cool stuff that I like, don't really want to sell because I like it so much, but I do sell it because I like money too. Like I found
You do like money.
I mean,
Kevin
come on.
loves him some money.
No, come on.
You
So, like, I had a huge Motu score the other day, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
put the He-Man stuff on there. I love
Dude,
selling
love
Care
it.
Bears. I love selling Pound Puppies and Cabbage
Dude,
Patch Kids and all that Gummy Bear
See,
stuff.
like
and all
I'd
that
love
stuff.
to put like Garbage Pail Kid cards on there, old
Goonies.
Star Wars stuff. I mean, yeah, there's gonna be some fun stuff.
I'm gonna do like my VHS that I like, but I have duplicate. Like if I have a Goonies VHS, or if I got a Star Wars one or something, I'll do limited amount of stuff. But the stuff I really like and want to share with people, I'm gonna put over there. But everything else is going on.
It's gonna be curated, it's gonna be curated to our tastes, our pop culture sentiments. So.
And
Yep. So
we
Fugglers,
do have
Dave?
our like
Fugglers.
we have our initial sellers on there for now. It's just friends of the show, people we've met personally, just stuff like that. Some interesting like niche stuff like Daily Cabbage. We'll be selling Cabbage Patch on there, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So,
But I do think in the Discord, I think if there's people who enjoy and there's got to be, right. I mean, the people who are in the Discord, a lot of them like what we like. I mean, I mean, clearly, I would think they're
we'll find
adult
more people
children.
that want to sell similar things eventually.
I think
and
this
bring
is
them in there.
marketed towards adult children. Basically,
Yeah,
is what it
I
is.
listed
Like
all my
YouTube.
comics on there. That's all I have on there right now is comic books. I have like 70 comic books.
I only put one. I put a sweet animal plush, not like Animal
and
the
you know,
Muppet.
he was giving me the hardest time about my pictures. And this
what's wrong with that picture?
This Muppet looks like it's coming out of purgatory. Like it's got this black background and like the edges are all fuzzy. I'm like, how is this a better
Because
picture?
Kevin probably did.
It's
the
like,
work.
where
He
is the
didn't
fun
have-
and delight in this photograph? It's horrible. It's like the most horrifying.
You got a
animal
little
picture
glimpse
I've
at the
ever seen.
darkness that Kevin feels every day.
Yeah,
If
The
the
emo
horn
Kevin.
showed up, then all right, fine. What I was trying to do is come up with one background for all my stuff, so it'd stand apart. But
Don't
maybe I'll go
do
with
that.
blue.
That looks
I'll
terrible.
go with blue.
Yeah,
Go with blue, yeah. Go with blue.
Okay, so
you want people to look at the pictures and go like, think of an enema or something like that. Something refreshing.
So we do have quite a few questions over on the Patreon. I don't
All right,
want
let's
to leave
go.
them hanging.
Let's go. Okay.
Trash
I
Cat
had one more
Rescue.
topic.
Trash Cat Rescue said anything new resellers should do or look out for on their
Ooh.
first reseller Black Friday.
Ooh, wow.
I used to love Black Friday. I'm so disappointed that it's not the way it used to be. I used to be the guy that went to Walmart that like was held back, waiting for the DVDs and the video games. I loved it. It's changed a lot. Honestly, I feel like Black Friday, unless you're doing like Amazon, is really not that important anymore for the basic reseller. It's dead. You're not going to really sell any more this Friday, or it's going to be the past when you watch this. You're not going to sell a ton extra on Monday unless you're doing Amazon. So just think of stuff, that it's going to be harder to sell certain types of clothing, summer clothing, anytime, especially in the winter. But
I say two
sell
things.
what you sell, get good at it.
And it's too late at this point because we're recording this early because of the holiday. So But there was somebody who left a comment in our trash to cash video from when we talked about this before. We said eBay doesn't really do much, and they probably should. But they said that they do like a 30% off sale or 20% off sale the day before and get a bunch of people to save on it. And then they send out their send offers, and they send a specific message like, hey, this is Black Friday. Here's an extra 5% on top of that. Get it today only kind of thing. And they say they sell like crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think as far as sourcing, like it used to be a sourcing day for me. Like I would get there early, like Carrie said, and I'd buy stuff to flip to other stores. I'd find stuff to flip on eBay.
I would camp out at Best Buy.
Oh yeah,
I remember
me and my brother. I remember
the last time.
3 a.m.
The last time I really did it, it was so bad. It was maybe 2018, 2019. It was so bad that I quit going from store to store and just went to Ross and spent the money I had and just got toys from Ross, brand new in the box toys to flip. Yeah. Which I made a little bit of profit on.
2003, 2004. I don't know how long I did it, but a while it just became pointless.
It kept extending to be like, okay, now it's Thursday. So literally me and my brother would get in the van Thursday after dinner. We were all tired and we're like, all right, let's go to the Toys R Us and the Best Buy and get the deals, right? And we'd go out there and we'd do it. But then then it was all of a sudden a week before Black Friday, the deals were live. 2 weeks before if you're a Walmart Plus member. And it's like, I saw them live 3 weeks ago.
Have you guys been reselling? Have you guys been reselling enough to have been a part of like the Toys R Us going out of business sales or the Blockbuster?
The
Toys R Us
going out of business sales.
Before Blockbuster,
those were epic.
I made so much money on Blockbuster video games because they do the buy two get two frees or buy two get three free.
I love that. I wish Blockbuster would reopen just to go back out of business so I can get those deals.
Yeah, I know, they're so good. And
we should do a meetup in the Northwest at that Blockbuster in Bend, Oregon.
See, that would be dope.
I think Brian said he wants to do his wedding anniversary there or something. I can't remember. I don't really listen.
Bend,
if I got that right, let me know.
Invite us. We'll meet you there.
I think he used to work at a Blockbuster and he met his girlfriend. I don't know. Met Lynn. Lynn? Yeah, Kevin. What's Kevin doing now?
Kevin's got to pee again.
Micro bladder, folks. Rod texted me. While they're at the Webster flea market, and he said, "You didn't tell me I was going picking with the inflamed prostate gang."
Yeah, that's exactly what he wrote to me too. Yeah,
he said they're peeing every 5 minutes here. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, man.
I went to the bathroom one time there.
He said, you should have warned me that I was hanging out with the enlarged prostate crew. These ladies have to use the bathroom every 5 minutes.
Wow. So I sent all my comics. I sent all my comics to CGC.
Yeah, I'm ready to hear about this.
And they're sending them back. They're supposed to arrive today. Signature required in Florida.
You can actually look at the grades early, can't you?
I'm not going to. They're on Rod's account. I'm not even going to look at them until I
get them. Are you going to do a blind review on video? That's what you should. That's what the people do.
I'm going to do it blind and nude. I'm going to be
dude, I love it. Nude. See, now you're thinking.
Yeah, and I'm not even going to look. I'm going to cover my eyes. It's going to be like legit
blind. No, you just do the camera. You do the bottom half. And then you just put the comics below so they can look at the comics alongside of.
So I don't know. I've tried to take every measure I could to have these things not get lost in the mail. I put a vacation on FedEx to try to have them not deliver. Rod called CGC and asked them to hold them and not send them out because they were trying to send them out. I don't really know if Rod got them held there.
Fine, dude.
I just want to make sure I get them because this could be thousands of dollars.
Did you call the place where they're at right now?
That's what Rod did. FedEx, I went to their website, created an account, and said put a vacation hold on my account. So they said it might take a few. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, I get these things, but sometime really soon, I should have a video on my Flipper channel where I will wear clothes, guys. Don't worry. And I will.
Oh, dude!
I will unbox these and see how I did with those comic grades. What do I want? I want anything over a 5 would be miraculous.
What if you got a like a 9.8? What if you got
there's no
9.8?
There's no way.
Will you pay for me to come visit you and go to theme parks if you get a 9.8?
How much is it worth in this magical scenario?
Like $10,000 probably.
$10,000? Yeah,
probably.
I'd buy you a flight. Yeah, if it's worth 10, if I sell it for 10 grand, I will buy you a flight out and take you to Universal.
So Dave, here's the beauty of picking where you're talking about millionaire, because you'll be a millionaire, you get a 9.8 on one of those things. Picking where we picked on Saturday, those people got more money than anybody. Oh so it's like they can't get mad at me for getting a deal there.
Kevin? Kevin and me were picking like $4 or $5 million houses, $20 million houses, depending on which one. You can't buy insurance for those. Not possible. It's on the beach in Florida. Like literally, they will not sell you insurance.
Like
meaning,
on the beach,
meaning
like on it.
They bought these houses knowing eventually they're just going to disappear, and they're just like, that's fine.
Yeah, you have to be so rich that you're just
$4 million.
cool losing a $4 million house.
Roll the dice.
It's weird, but that's where we're picking. And I don't know. We had ups and downs. So we had some really bad ones, really good ones, but it was fun. It was fun not seeing Kevin the whole time.
It was tough being in the car with Mike. He'd be driving and he'd be going real fast, and then he'd start talking about something he's interested in, and we'd be going like 3 miles an hour. I'm like, dude, let's go.
Kevin was very disappointed in my lack of bidet, and we talked about that last week. But other than that, I think he was fine with his stay.
Hey,
do you feel like you could come back down with the fam and make it work?
We're coming
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, my wife wants to move there. Actually, she's like, if you can pick there, I'm like, the problem is you can't put sheds anywhere, and you can't. You
can in Ormond, where you started picking. You can put sheds wherever you want. I want to move there to that town.
Yeah,
because you're allowed to have big trailers and sheds, all that stuff in your yard. In my town, it's like Granny Town. You can't do it. It's a pain. You wouldn't want to move to my town. You'd want to move to that town you started picking for the big sale. Yeah, and that's a nicer town, anyways. So I want to move there eventually if interest rates come down, or if I could find a way to pay off my house and just use it the equity to buy a new. I don't know. Eventually, I want to move there.
But you got to pay your taxes this year. Did you see they finally came out with that this year? Did you see that? The 1099 thing. I did a video about it. What surprise?
Yeah, they pushed it back another year, right? And then they said the year after it's going to be 6,000 or something.
Five, and I doubt it'll even be 5. That's the low bar. I think they'll hopefully renegotiate it and get some legislation. But
so hold on, that was really unclear to me. You're saying the 2023 sellers have to face this, or the 2024?
2023, the year that just ended.
Okay. It was not over yet, but yeah.
Well,
here's my hot take. Here's my hot take. Even if you're not getting a 1099 and you made a couple $1,000s, you still need to pay taxes on that.
Well, you probably don't, though.
Ooh, tax evasion. Let's go.
No, not tax evasion.
He's smoking, he's dipping, he's rubbing stuff on his face.
Swinging, OnlyFans. He's changed so much.
Well, look, here's the deal. People who sell, let's say somebody sells something for $1,000, they get gross $1,000. They're getting 1099. Somebody buys a cell phone in 2020 for $1,400. and they sell it for $600 or $800 in 2023, they're going to get 1099.
We call that a loss, Bob.
Yeah. Exactly. That's my point, is that it was so stupid to drop this to 600, because anybody who's grossing 600, they ain't making no money. No money. Yeah. Because, I mean, they're not making money, which means they don't have a taxable amount, which means that they're going to be coming after people and receiving nothing in return, which means they're losing money. So that number had to go up. I think it's going to go up even further, over 5,000, but I could be wrong.
Let me get to some more of these.
It's 20,000 right now.
The disgruntled octopus said, "Convince the Australians and the octopus that sweet potato casserole is good. We had a massively one-sided and unfair conversation about sweet potato casserole on our show. Okay. It's good. Try it.
Dave made some great pizza rolls down there.
You like that? Yeah, Carrie. I didn't make that for you. I made some homemade pizza rolls. Yeah, well, heartburn happens with tomatoes.
I know you're a good cook, so I'm sure it would have.
Then I went down
sweet potatoes. I'm not a fan. I think they're overrated. Now, potatoes.
Love tomatoes. Potatoes.
Any kind of potato. Make anything out of a potato. Anything. Clothing. I'll wear it. I love potatoes. It's probably my favorite food. If you put a potato on top of another potato and put it in between a potato, I'm in heaven.
I will say, the only form of sweet potato that I like is sweet potato casserole. Because it's got the cinnamon and the marshmallows and all that on top of it, and you don't.
Do you know the potato is singularly responsible, not singularly, for the explosion after the 15th century of population?
Wasn't the potato
the explosion
exported from
population
here
explosion
to like Ireland and stuff?
Western,
and that was why the population grew.
The sweet potato in China and led to massive population growth.
Is this how you taught? You just threw out a random fact and gave no context?
No, I would say pizza. Pizza didn't exist before Columbus because these products were only in the Eastern
Let's pretend we're in his class. Let's be on our cell phone telling jokes to each other while we're bored.
Oh my God.
So potatoes.
Teacher, can I go to the bathroom? This sucks.
Potatoes didn't exist in the Eastern Hemisphere. They weren't there. Corn didn't exist in the
Let's
Eastern
Hot
let's step
take.
it back. Let's step it back. What's the Eastern Hemisphere? Let's start on my level here. Is that this one? A different
It's
one?
that way. It's due west.
Europe, Afro-Eurasia. Or
Have you
Afro-Eurasia.
seen Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? I do not win.
It is hilarious.
I
to
am
me
decidedly not smarter than a
that,
fifth grader.
that Dave, who has 0 degrees, can demand so much more money in the real world than both me and Carrie, who have 4,
true.
and all of our useless knowledge, where Dave can
I love
do
how you just
anything
put our
and
numbers
everything.
together. 4.
Listen.
I want to emphasize 3 of those are mine.
I am telling you, like, this is the way the world is going.
You're
like,
exactly
It
right.
is. It's all about
having
skill and not about
marketable
worthless.
skills
Yep.
and
degrees.
not knowledge is what's going to be valuable.
So
in
how
our
do these
future.
Well,
colleges
knowledge has
keep
lost-
making
The
us
colleges
money?
are going to be in trouble.
Knowledge has
They
lost
really
its
are.
value, like factual knowledge, stuff like that. A lot of it's lost its value because you can
I
look
just asked
anything up.
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT, chat.
Well, why don't you ask
ChatGPT,
them where
review
the
this,
Eastern Hemisphere
review
is,
this
Dave?
contract and
Ask-
look for this,
Dave,
and then
you
it
live
will
in
find
2
it.
hemispheres. You live in the Northern Hemisphere and the Western Hemisphere.
Oh, nice.
Just saying.
Yeah, but I think like with the hemispheres, if you just get the right ointment,
I don't
it will
understand,
keep it
Kevin.
under control.
How do the hemispheres align with the flat Earth? I just don't understand.
Yeah, I'm a Sagittarius. How does it work with that? And by Sagittarius, I mean Capricorn.
We're
Yeah.
about ready to enter the age of Aquarius, leaving
Oh.
Pisces.
Age of Aquarius. Go, Carrie.
This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Yeah,
Okay,
I love it.
so
Love it.
Somebody
My parents
send
are
Dave
flower
a tape
children.
gun for Christmas. I'm going to buy you a tape gun for
so
Christmas.
Pickin'
American
Hoosier
Bubble Boy's
said,
coming out.
Pickin', oh, let's not talk about that. Pickin' Hoosier,
Don't
what
comment.
is up with everyone having vintage booths now?
Yeah, what's up with that? What's up
I
with
don't
that?
know. You know who started? Well, I shouldn't say that. There's plenty of people who did it beforehand, like Thrifty Treasures
The people
and
in
stuff.
Florence on that bridge in the 1100s, they started it.
No, I mean in the reselling community, like on YouTube. John was actually. I think I might have been one of the first. To
I
do
had
it.
a store that did that. We sold booths. In 2015,
Booth?
I started it. Booths.
John
Booths.
Wilkes booth? John Wilkes.
Six
Hey,
Semper
our
Tyrannis.
district's going to have booths. Hey, can I just shout out my
Brutus.
reseller genie?
Brutus.
My reseller genie has agreed to sponsor the meetup.
Oh,
The
really?
Trash to Cash
Wow.
meetup in Orlando. They're
Nice.
going to help with the food bill. So every time I mention the meetup, guys, remind me to thank
There
my
you go.
reseller genie
Absolutely. Matter of fact,
for
let's
helping
give 'em a
support
little
the
plug
event.
here.
Yeah, and also
Give 'em a
our other
plug.
sponsor, District. Right? I'm joking. I'm joking. District has not paid us
And
anything.
whatnot.
And whatnot.
And also, Kevin's on the take from eBay. We think. We're not
No,
sure.
Kevin
not on the
is
take
getting-
from me. Listen, I will tell everybody.
He knows
who on the
everybody
take.
there.
Well, speaking of on the take, Commonwealth 50 gets you 50% off my reseller genie till December 7th.
So does ADHDave
How was
50. Is
How
that
was
true?
your 50th, by the way, Kevin? We didn't ask.
December 7th, Carrie, a day that will live in infamy.
Wait, so
Yes.
ADHDave 50, does that get them
1941.
50%
What?
off?
If you told them you wanted to participate in the 50% off deal,
I'm going to message her right now and tell her to make
American
sure that-
Arbitrage 20 will get you 20% off your
You would like less off.
your PetSmart order, I'm assuming. Chewy.com. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's called Chewy. We order from Chewy, our cat food. So that's
American
your
Arbitrage
cooking
20.
channel?
Try it.
how's
Might
your
work.
cooking channel during
I
Thanksgiving?
don't have one,
Dave?
Kev.
My
I thought
stuffing
you'd see a
video.
bump.
My stuffing video's got a bump. My
Okay.
stuffing video, and there's actually a really good homemade stuffing. So, I'm
And so
glad
you're
it's
looking for
one.
that Chex Mix bump coming up?
That Chex Mix bump's got to be coming in December. I'm
Gotta be
excited about it.
coming.
It was amazing last year, and it might happen again.
Yeah.
So, in the box in the garage, to brine or not to brine the turkey. Also, happy Thanksgiving to all of your families. P.S. Dear Tina, screw the haters. Like everyone is an expert on yarn. Hashtag I don't think so. Yeah,
Ooh,
Tina
I
went
just
up.
sold something.
Tina went up on my whatnot and was selling some yarn for me while I was doing something else, and people were like giving her a hard time because she didn't know everything in the world about yarn. I'm like, why would you know about yarn?
Yeah, that's the one thing. You don't want to mess with the yarn mafia, is what I
Yeah,
call it.
clearly,
They're
that's what
very
we've learned.
particular about the brands and the quality.
Listen, in a box in the garage, I've met you. You guys are great, but you got to know these two clowns are not cooking their own turkeys. Like, come on. The
My
answer
wife's
is
been
to
cooking the
always
turkey
to
over
brine.
tonight.
Always to
I'm
brine.
not having
I
turkey,
prefer-
so-
Do you even know what a brine is, you two?
A brine? That's
Like-
the thing that's inside the turkey's butt,
Okay. Kevin?
right?
Are you asking
Like
Heather?
the
Are
stuffing.
you asking Heather? He's cheating. He's asking
It's
Heather
the
what
it's
it means.
the it's the brine, the shrimp.
She said she just brined the turkey, and she had
Did she
this
do a
funky
dry-
looking thing
hey,
that looked
Does
gross.
she
that
dry
like the-
brine? Kevin, does she dry brine or wet brine?
Do
Is
you
that like
dry
when you
brine
wipe
or
the
wet
Pam
brine?
on it?
Wet.
See, she knows. She knows. Heather's doing it right. You wet
Heather's
brine your
doing it
turkey.
right.
Yep. So that basically means that you put it into. There's a couple ways. A dry brine is usually just salt the crap out of it and leave it overnight in the fridge, and that will help the salt all soak in. Then you can wash the salt off the next day. The wet brine is what me and my brother did. We got 5-gallon buckets. We created and boiled like a bunch of brown sugar and apple cider and all these other spices, rosemary. Put the turkeys in it in the fridge for 24 hours and really get all those flavors soaked up into the turkey. It makes it way juicier. See, she knows. She knows what she's doing. What are the big balls? Avocados? How come it looks like a
Wow,
wang?
that looks
Is
really
that the
weird.
Hulk's wiener on your turkey?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was. Yeah, wow.
Is that Lou Ferrigno? What is happening? Anyways, wet brine. Wet brine is the answer in a box in the garage. Comment down below how you do your turkey.
I don't know
We wanna
about you, but Edward Norton will always be my Hulk.
Oh, come on.
Can we sell Hulks over there? That would fit the district. That would fit.
If
I'm
you
having-
want to laugh, I've
Dibbed
said this a few
Dibbed it.
times, but if you want to laugh,
Dibbed it.
watch me
Dibbed
try
it.
to cook a turkey on my cooking channel. It's a nightmare. I cut myself with the bones. I ripped the backbone out and like held it up, and someone photoshopped that into
I'm
the
having-
Predator. Good
So-
stuff.
For Thanksgiving, I'm having a Thanksgiving fettuccine Alfredo and a Thanksgiving spaghetti with meatballs and a
Nice.
Thanksgiving
Who's cooking it?
buffalo. My Dawn and Shaden.
Aw,
I'm not cooking
sweet.
nothing.
Do you have
I'm
the
just showing
cooking
up.
hang up there, Dave?
Do
I
I
don't
have to
know how
what?
cook.
You got a cooking hang up there?
Yeah, I cooked baked feta pasta last night, and I helped cook the burgers tonight, and I'll help with
Mm.
the turkeys tomorrow. So yeah, I've been
Alright.
doing a lot of cooking up here. I
I
like
just
cooking. I enjoy it.
I just sold some canisters. 2 years. 2 years those canisters been sitting up there, and I finally sold them. 80
How
bucks
much?
plus ship. $80 plus ship.
Were
They're
they
like,
full of your paraphernalia?
they're like white milk glass canisters with fruit on them. It was a bad
Was it
buy.
worth it? Was it worth it?
I probably paid $5 for them, but they've been sitting there for 2 years, so it's not a great buy. But they sold for 80 plus ship.
Raise Heck Resell said, no question, just want to wish you and your families happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for making us laugh every week and providing zero reselling info.
You're welcome.
Happy Thanksgiving to our viewers, to all of our viewers. Thank
All
you,
of them.
and we
What
hope
about
you
the
had a great
wealthy as a
one.
Kevin's?
Yeah, the wealthy as a Kevin's should get a special, maybe like
Yeah.
a video shout out from you, Carrie. or
Dom
something, but-
DeLuise, our newest member.
Yeah, we're excited
Back
about
from
that.
the dead.
Kevin
Is he
actually knew
alive? I don't
him. I don't even know what it is. What's a Don DeLuise?
Don DeLuise.
You don't know
Yeah,
Don
Yeah, he's in
DeLuise?
Ratatouille or something. I don't know.
I put a
Yeah.
specific amount of information in my brain,
Blazing
guys,
Saddles.
and none of it is
Blazing
history.
Dom DeLuise, the actor, comedian.
I like
Dom
being the
DeLuise.
lovable oaf. I like being
The Mitch
lovable
Hedberg
oaf.
of the 70s.
It's Hedberg.
I'm
Wow.
gonna
We're
look
going
up. Oh
deep.
yeah, I've seen him.
Yeah.
I know him. I know of him.
Hey,
Hey.
speaking of wealthy as a Kevin, which is nonsense, Rod lives. I missed out on going to a picture at the lagoon. He lives down there with Rich Rockstar
Oh,
Flipper,
he
man.
does.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
he
go
does.
take a picture and we didn't do it.
Do you think if you drive by that lagoon, he's just actively
Sitting
most
there.
of the day just taking pictures and just
Yeah.
Riding
looking up
alligators.
articles, like getting all the info from the community?
He's probably
on who
gonna
to
beat
get
me
next?
to this 1099 story.
No, he's
Okay.
already done it, dude.
He's
He's
already
already
done
done it.
He's already done it.
He's literally already done it.
Okay, so thank you to our Wealthy as a Kevin tier members over on Patreon. Order at use.com. CJ Ben's Find. Thank you,
CJ.
Dealer. The Flipper Skipper.
Dealer.
Lady Arbitrage. No
Lady,
Nose
I like her.
Pickers. Yeah, she's good. She's up to,
awesome.
I think, $133 in donations.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
gosh.
Does she get to sell?
I do get 33% of that back. So.
No, because Patreon takes their cut. No
Seriously,
Nose Pickers.
don't you like give yourself a note and be like, Don's gonna take this off this week? I mean, does that ever go through your mind?
I don't really
They
have a
will
lot of.
never remove
I
it.
have no. What do they call it? Hindsight or foresight? I'm not blessed with either.
remarkable dollar bills, y'all. Happy Hound Trading, Harry Tornado,
District, the
Diana
app,
the
thank you.
Traveling Shopper, PaulsMerch.com, Superhero Headquarters, Vintage Sports Flips, ABC, Matt, Brian Big and Fun, New Jersey Picker, Raise Heck Resell, Logan Markey, and Biscuity Butthole. Thank you guys for your support. We always appreciate it.
Seriously, happy Thanksgiving to you.
Thank you. Happy
Phil
Thanksgiving.
said-
I will do
wait,
the
I'm gonna do
motivation.
more
They
gone.
will,
Why do we
the
say
motivation
that?
will be at the
5
end of
days
this
late.
video, guys. So stay tuned. I'm going to do the motivation.
All right, I hope so. You got to send
No,
it
they're
to
going
me.
to happen.
All
And you're
right,
going to
all
enjoy
right.
them or not.
Can I tell?
It's your
Can
choice.
you have a pen? Can you just write this down while I'm looking at it, so I don't have to come back and look at it later?
I got a telephone. I got a telephone.
Okay, Lady Arbitrage. You must
Give me a
you
second
must
there,
motivate.
Turbo. Goodness gracious.
You know, I've actually been called that before. That's not the first time I've been called Turbo.
Yeah, just
Hey, my giveaway
Soup-
show.
Oh,
Super-
giveaway.
super
29.
quick and disappointing. What's the next one?
Okay, you got Lady Arbitrage, who said you were quick and disappointing.
She
Harry
has said that
Tornado.
to my face.
Harry Tornado.
Okay.
Okay. PaulsMerch.com.
I love paulsmerch.com.
Brian Big and Fun. It's only 4. It's only
Okay,
4.
Brian. I
4
like
people.
Brian too. I like all these
Yeah.
people. This is
No
good for
nose,
me.
yeah, no nose picker. Hey, that seller thing y'all are talking about. Does that make y'all liable if someone is selling fake stuff? Just wondering if y'all thought about that.
District, I think, is responsible
Good
for
question.
everything. On that end, I would assume.
I mean, I think we'll run into less of that with the type of items we're selling, because we're not selling like high-end shoes. Like that's not even in our marketplace. So, or purses. You're not allowed to list those in our marketplace either, right? It's
Unless
selling-
it's like a Felix the Cat purse or a
it could be
Transformer
like
purse.
no, I think maybe like Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
People do make fake Pokemon cards. You'd have to be
True.
careful for that.
If you underpaid for He-Man action figures, like to a point where it's kind of embarrassing, put them on our marketplace. That's the kind of stuff we want.
Yeah, but no,
I did that recently.
I would assume that if that were to happen, then the person would complain, and then the seller in whatever marketplace they're selling in would then
Yeah,
get
would get
banned
a
from
refund.
selling. Yeah, and the customer would get a refund. So
How about
Yeah,
banned
just-
from selling?
the person who
everywhere.
sold the illegal merchandise
You
would
would
get
not
banned
be
from
able to
selling.
sell it on
You
any
don't get
platform.
banned from selling on if there's you make mistakes sometimes. You don't do it on
if you-
purpose. Think
Right,
about
but if there's a bad
Mickey
actor
Mouse.
intentionally
Sure,
selling
sure, of
illegal
course.
goods,
If
they
you
would get
sell
banned.
something illegal on our district, we'll make sure you get banned everywhere. We will
Okay.
talk to Poshmark.
We're
Kevin
gonna
knows
talk
everybody
to
at
Whatnot,
eBay. Kevin knows
Mercari.
everybody at eBay. You're done on eBay.
Yeah,
Kevin will make sure of that. There's nobody as vengeful. There's no one as vengeful as Kevin. I'm just telling you. Just love the
I'm
audio.
giving
They don't get any of the
Fishboxer said-
visual with this.
Fish-
They just think I'm
Fishboxer-
serious.
Fishboxer said, "Don't you think 100 a month is a little steep to sell on your bogus platform? How's your pyramid scheme going?"
100 a month. What are you talking about?
He's joking.
100 a
He's
month.
Oh,
joking.
okay, I got
It's a joke. It's a joke.
gotcha.
Fishboxer's messing.
I would-
with us.
I mean, if-
Fishboxer is actually the one who gave me the big Mighty Duck signed Emilio
Here, I should
Estevez
draw.
Yes,
Oh, I
that
don't
was
have
for
a
me
piece
that
of
you
paper.
kept. Yes, I remember.
that I kept. That well, I did pay for it, to be fair, and then you never took
That
it when
is
I gave
true.
it to you.
That is
So,
true.
and actually, you didn't take it this year either. Now that we think about it,
That's true. You can have it at this point. I feel bad just taking
This
it down
point,
off
it's-
your wall.
well, I had to do something with it. I wasn't going to throw it out.
Can you just sign the blank check one for me?
Ooh, I think I threw that out actually.
Really?
I'm sure I could find another one for $5 on eBay. A blank
There we
check
go.
poster. I don't think they're that rare. What are you doing, Kevin? What are you doing?
I'm
with your
drawing
hands
the
down there?
pyramid. I'm drawing the pyramid.
Oh, why? With your blood?
Because I want people to see the structure.
Pyramid
the
of greatness, right?
pyramid. Kevin's pyramid of greatness. I love the
There you
Rose
go.
Swanson
I'm
one.
drawing the pyramid.
It's a triangle,
You know,
Kevin. It
there's
shouldn't
a
take
lot
that
of
long.
pyramids in the
Three
in
lines.
the southern
The
hemisphere.
first tier of his pyramid of greatness,
There you
not
go.
being able to grow a beard.
You see
That's
that?
his first
That's
tier.
the pyramid. That's the pyramid.
It's not
That's
like
how it
pyramids.
works.
Yeah. Why is there two things at the top?
District,
Okay.
dibbed it.
Okay. And then everyone is just
That's us.
sellers. Yeah.
And
That's
what's the other
pyramid.
squares?
Can you draw
Everybody
the
who
same thing?
sells.
Can you draw the same thing for eBay? Just
Do the
delete,
eBay one real
delete
quick.
one of the squares.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Cross out one of it. Dibbed it's not a part of that. Oh wait, no.
Terrible.
Dibbed it is a
cross out.
part based on what you're doing.
eBay. There you go. There's my storyboard. There you go. That's
There
the
you go.
difference.
Could you draw a trash can and then write Bonanza under it?
Yeah.
7 sales in a month, baby.
Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you
See y'all.
subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Josh, Harry Tornado. What's up, man? How you doing? Me and you, dude. Me and you. We got YouTube figured out. It's done. We figured it out. Case closed. It's solved. But there's something else. Something that you've been pursuing. The gumball game. The candy game. For years and years, dude. For years and years, candy has been controlled by a few companies. Mars, whoever does the Klondike bars, those people, but this is how you do it, man. This is how you do it. You take that tenacity, dude, that tenacity. You take that insurance, salesmanship. You take that gravitas, that attention to detail that you've used in your YouTube videos, and you bring it to the candy game. Right now you have like 3 of them, I think, right? Like in a random antique mall. That's weird, dude. Put them somewhere somebody who wants candy would be, like the mall. The malls are hopping. I was just watching videos today about Black Friday. Apparently there's dozens of people across the nation looking for deals at malls. So why don't we put them in malls? And I'm talking about a joint venture here, dude. I'm on the West Coast. South Carolina's on the East Coast, right? You're on the East Coast. We both start candy ventures. We call it AmericanArbitrage / Harry Tornado Inc. You know, but like I'm going to be in like bold print. You'll be in small print. But here we do. You finance this. You finance this and we'll make it happen. I guarantee you candy is going to change. The candy game is going to be different, dude. I hope you're motivated. I'm motivated. Let's do this. Hey, Lady Arbitrage. How are you doing today? I'm Carrie. I've heard that you are looking for a motivational speech, and you're in luck. Happens to be one of my specialties now. Life and business, flipping and picking, being a reseller and a content creator is something that takes years and years of expertise, years and years of work, and you've been doing that. I, for one, am proud of you. I think you can continue to soar, fly like an eagle, so to speak. Trademarked by someone, not me, I don't think. Do I? I don't actually know how to trademark stuff. Just an aside. But I know you can do it, Don. Whatever it is you're trying to do, you want to make our eBay store. Yeah, our eBay store. You want to make it to the next level? You can do it. Do you want to make Whatnot be a huge success? Okay. Do you want District? That's a thing. District. Do you want to be there's levels, and we get the next one? We can do it. You can do it, and I'll just ride the coattails if possible. Make it as easy as possible for me. That'd be ideal. We can do it. You can do it. I'm proud of you. You're doing great. Hey, Paul's merch. Don't ever let somebody tell you can't do something. Not even me. You got a dream. You got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They tell you you can't do it. You want something, go for it. Period. If you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth, bro. But you got to be willing to take that hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. The realm of possibilities exists in each of you. You can surprise us. It's up to you. 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, and a sesame seed bun. Paul, you can do it, man. I know you can. Get her done. Look good, feel good. American Arbitrage here. Brian Big and Fun, how you doing, buddy? I'm here to motivate you this month, courtesy of Trash to Cash and Patreon and your generous donation to us. I want to let you know, failure, all your failures, all my failures have gotten us to where we are today. All the failures. That is why I'm in just like a spare bedroom here in my apartment selling baseball cards. That is why you, I assume, are doing better. And I appreciate that. And it does not go unnoticed. And I want to let you know, if nobody's told you lately, Brian, I think you're doing a swell job. I think you're doing a great job even. I honestly am inspired by you, which I know is not the point of this, but I want to let you know that you're an inspiring man. And I appreciate your good nature, your friendship, your niceness, your likability, all that happy stuff. And you just keep doing it. You keep doing it, but you amplify it.
You bring it up a few notches. You bring it up a few notches.